Grab it on my crotch, looking at my watch, and Jerry is right here now.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the John and Ant Show. John and
Ant-Man.
Rob here and a special guest.
The real American.
Mascoliolio. Just
right
Jerry's
here.
fine, thank
Nah,
you.
it's
I'm really honored to be on the Rob and Ant-Man show.
For the 50th episode!
Yeah, I know,
Again,
guys, me and my cousin were longtime listeners, and I'm so glad to actually be on here.
Does he really listen?
Yeah, we listen together, and he enjoys me yelling into I listen on my phone.
Nice.
And I yell at John whenever John talks, because it's
Of
the
course.
most moronic.
Well, I have a lot to do to this 50th episode, so, and Ant-Man, thank you for everything.
Yes.
You're the best.
Appreciate it. You're the best. Rob, you're a piece of garbage.
No, Rob.
I'm the sizzle. Ant's the steak.
Stop it.
And you're just nothing.
I know I am. I'm
You're
I'm doughboy douchebag,
a little bit of parsley that people just scrape off.
Doughboy
to the side.
douchebag.
You really are the real American.
He is the real
Yeah,
American.
because I have a gripe about everything.
Of course you
I
do.
speak my mind.
Of course you do. SmackDown happened Friday.
It did happen on Friday.
And
Well, actually on Tuesday, but then they played it on Friday.
Yes.
It aired on Friday?
Yes.
Jerry, did you watch SmackDown?
No. I have better things to do with my time.
Hey.
Well, I actually watched it yesterday, in my defense, because it was repeated. So I did not watch it on Friday night.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
I watched it. I can't tell you what happened on it. But I always forget what happens on all the shows. So.
I stopped watching when Teddy Long stopped making tag team matches and announcing The Undertaker.
Oh, goodness. I hate
Guys, do the
it.
dance. Guys, do the dance.
I won't do the dance.
Of course you won't.
I won't do
Because
it.
Jerry's here.
Because
It's not like anybody's going to see it. It's just an audio show.
And it doesn't even bother Anthony Ellen.
No, it does not. Not anymore. Not anymore. Teddy Long has been put in his place. He's no longer the general manager of SmackDown.
Ashley said Saturday Morning Slam got a GM too.
Wow, thanks for skipping ahead.
Mick Foley, just want to get
Thanks
that out
for
of the
skipping
way.
ahead.
Brad Maddox comes out on commentary and explains his actions. Do you remember that, Rob?
It doesn't matter. I don't care what you have to say.
Wait, are we still doing SmackDown or
Yeah, he skipped ahead and then went back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Brad Maddox comes out and explains what happened on Monday, I guess, Rob?
You didn't watch?
Of course not. I have better things to do.
No, you don't.
I said the exact same thing 2 minutes ago.
And he's
just copying your
the
parody.
idea stealer.
Yeah.
Never
well, I'm
say
the
anything
one-
to him before a show, because then he
That's
would
what
use it.
I haven't been talking. I've been saving my ideas for myself.
Well, I did watch SmackDown. It opened, I think, with Damian Sandow
Yes, it did. And
Cody Rhodes against Randy Orton and Sheamus.
No reason for this.
And they
No
pointed
reason
out
for
that they were very upset that
I'm upset with it.
Randy Orton and Sheamus ruined the Rhodes Scholars night with the Bellows.
Yes.
And I agree with them. And they said they were going to ruin their night now.
Yeah.
Obviously,
And how'd that turn out?
The
ended
best
with
part though was when they were
an
cutting the
RKO
promo.
and a Broad Kick.
When they were cutting the promo before the match, and Cody cuts him off and says they don't deserve to hear the rest.
Yeah, that's right.
That was the best.
They did. Unfortunately, the match was...
Sheamus
what
and
you
Randy
expected.
Orton versus
It's what you
Damian
expected to
Sandow
be.
and Cody Rhodes.
Yes.
Of course, Sheamus and Randy Orton, the Super Friends, are going to win.
We'll have to get them over as a tag team before Mania.
But, I mean, no, after the match,
As if they both weren't already champions.
Yeah, right? As if they're not already superheroes.
The Shield comes out, correct?
No. The music plays, and Sheamus and Randy Orton are looking around. And
Wow.
the Shield appears on the Titantron.
Ooh, different.
And Dean Ambrose basically says you don't have to be afraid, which I loved. Because they did look afraid. They were like looking around in the crowd. But basically challenged them to find a third partner to face them at WrestleMania. It will not be the showcase of the Immortals. It will be the showcase of Justice.
Yes.
When the Shield defeats Randy Orton, Sheamus, and Ryback or Big Show.
Randy is in, Sheamus is in, and I guess the third is Ryback, correct?
Well, so far they've announced it as
That's what they're
that.
saying, even though it goes against everything else they're building on TV.
Oh, of course.
With him and Mark Henry.
Because later in the show, Big Show offered. He
Yeah.
said he wants to join in, and Randy Orton and Sheamus totally just gave him the cold shoulder.
They did the sting to him.
Yeah, they heard everything he had to say. They said they agreed with him, and then they picked somebody else.
Yeah.
Here's the thing I
I
don't
agree
get.
with you. That's why they were all with him.
It's like Big Show is you need someone merciless,
So
someone who's gonna destroy. And Sheamus is like,
We agree.
we agree. That's why we picked him.
Yeah, because I would throw in Big Show his last WrestleMania appearances. He lost to Akibono.
Yeah.
You got knocked out by Floyd Money Mayweather. You're no good on WrestleMania.
he's terrible.
But he beat Cody Rhodes.
Yes, he did for the Intercontinental Championship.
Became a Grand Slam champion.
Clearly, that was a fluke, though.
Clearly.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Does anybody remember his reign?
No.
He was Intercontinental
Yes.
Champion.
I remember how he lost it.
Yeah.
He stepped on the table
Yeah,
and it broke.
right through the
And then
table.
and it was a tables match, so he
Yes,
lost
it
it.
was.
Oh, because that was like it wasn't supposed to happen where he won, right? I think that was like a fuck up.
If that was a botch, that's
Oh,
the greatest
sorry.
botch of
That's okay. It's okay.
ever.
You're allowed to.
It's the 50th episode.
The
We
50th
should be allowed to.
Yes.
So here's my thing with Big Show. Is he face now?
Yeah, it made him seem like a face.
If he's being attacked by heels, I would imagine that by
That's all
default
you need.
makes you.
That's all you need.
Then I'll go back
Right?
to being a heel though.
There was another segment though on another show, I believe, and he was pretty much face.
It seems like what they're doing with him
He's
is
talking to
they're-
people backstage, not attacking them.
Because what I've been saying is they need to stop making Big Show one of two people, either the friendly
Goofy,
"How's everybody doing,
Yeah,
Giant?"
yeah.
or the unstoppable monster.
So
right?
when he dressed up like Pee Wee's cousin, like that
Goofy.
kind of friendly, goofy.
But what do you expect from him? You
But no,
want him to do
what I
some-
mean though is that
some
maybe
450s?
what they're doing now.
That would be awesome.
I would like to see a Big Show 450.
would actually be interesting.
But he needs time to pull it off. So I think he needs to do it off a cage so that he has plenty of time.
No, because they get that super giant ladder for him.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
yes.
that's right. Yeah. I
And
forgot
they
about
also
that.
have the giant
50-pound ladder or
Yeah.
whatever.
and the giant chair for him too from the chairs match.
So stupid.
No, because
Kryptonite.
clearly getting hit with that chair hurts more than any other chair.
Who could pick that up? Who picked? Was it Sheamus?
And of course it was Sheamus.
No, but I mean, it seems what they're doing is that they're actually giving Big Show a face turn, but without making him friendly. He could
Yeah.
still be like a serious giant as a face.
But that's like saying Kane's a serious giant.
He beat Punk.
Yes, he did.
That's pretty serious.
No, it is serious. But can you take him seriously when he was doing the trombone
I'd still take him
with
serious.
Santino
I
Morella?
still take him serious. It's different Kane, no mask,
Yes.
all rules out the window.
You don't remember that, do you, Jared?
Kane is just a waste of time.
Hey.
Kane,
Oh, yes!
Kane, listen,
Oh, no.
Yes!
listen. Kane needs to get off TV as soon as humanly possible.
No, did you see his match with Dolph Ziggler on SmackDown?
It doesn't matter.
No,
Let me
it was good.
Listen,
You know what?
Did you saw it?
This SmackDown?
This past SmackDown. Kane versus Dolph Ziggler. It was good.
I think the last time I
I have
ever
nothing
even,
better to do on a Friday night.
the last time I ever cared about Kane, he teamed with RVD, and then he unmasked.
Yeah, that was it.
You didn't care about him at all after he
No,
announced? That's
no, because this is what I hate about WWE.
Uh.
Their writing, it completely negates everything that ever happened in the past.
What
Yeah,
about no?
yeah.
Katie Vick. Katie Vick.
What happened to Katie Vick? What happened to the voice box? What happened to anything? The scars? It
Yeah.
quickly went away.
Burns, yeah.
It's emotional scars because your makeup looked like crap when you took it off.
Yes, it did.
Just Kane is such a waste of time, and
Yeah, but WWE has the 3-year rule. If it happened longer than 3 years ago, it never happened.
I don't care about that. That's
But that goes out the window with Kane Undertaker storylines.
Yes.
But nobody even pays attention to those storylines.
Yeah,
because
I
they're
do.
stepbrothers.
listen. I hold
That's-
very near and dear to those storylines because those are everything
Those
that
were-
happened
No,
when I was a
those
kid and I was
storylines.
watching.
I agree with you.
And that's the foundation of everything.
I agree with you.
That's why the
But
foundation
the-
is so
but-
big that throws that rule
But
out the
that's-
window. That's like the
Yeah,
only,
that's
the
for
only
us, though.
storyline. Yeah.
That's for us, though.
Yeah.
In actuality, 3 years is the limit to what you
It
can
is.
remember in the WWE.
What I enjoyed most about the Katie Vick storyline, though,
Everything.
well, besides everything, but one thing in particular was the notion of Kane being at a club with his mask on, the full mask, and the hair, picking up a girl, and then getting drunk and crashing a car with her in it.
Hey.
That's right. You got to do everything in the full
Yes.
mask.
Because I thought he was in an asylum his whole life, but apparently he got loose one
It
day.
was an asylum
You see,
party.
Yeah, he went to a
you
club.
see, everything gets like backtracked real quick.
That's easily what happens. You go crazy, you go club.
Oh, and he obviously didn't go in his wrestling attire. It's Kane. No, maybe he did go in his wrestling attire.
No, because Kane appeared on an episode of The Weakest Link
And he
in the
was
mask and he had a
Oh, yeah.
WWE polo shirt on.
So Kane
it's
was in
okay.
his wrestling
shirt.
attire. He was.
He was as long as he was in mask, it's okay.
He grew up in an asylum, and one day he escapes, he goes to a club, and kills somebody.
At what point did he learn to be a dentist?
I don't know.
Because
Isaac
When
Yankum.
did he get his driver's license?
Well, he's crazy, so maybe he didn't think he
Yeah, but
needed
nobody
it.
notices a guy in a giant
A
in a,
7
with a
foot,
mask
300
driving
pound
around.
guy in a
what
mask.
what state trooper is gonna pull this guy over and be like,
Well,
all right,
what would his driver's license look like?
the mask?
The mask.
He would have to have two different eye colors. Though.
and
One's white.
And the address, right? Depths of
The
Hell.
asylum, yeah. I like that promo for the call.
Yeah.
I still think it's funny. It was on SmackDown again. I still laugh.
They called that the worst moment of the week. I don't understand. I rewatched it again. It actually wasn't that bad.
I don't think
fun.
it was the worst moment of the
What am I
week
supposed to
because
do
if
with
I'm
that?
not mistaken, Miz was on TV.
Yes, that's true.
So whatever that was,
my God.
that's the worst moment of the TV.
So, back to SmackDown. Cole says Fandango will debut or maybe wrestle tonight.
Well, I absolutely have no idea.
Jerry,
I don't know who you're talking about.
I want to
Yeah,
get your
maybe-
thoughts
maybe you
on
should write it down.
Fandango,
Yeah,
please.
Well,
Write his name
down.
down. and
Spell
I'll
it?
understand.
Well, if you're saying it that way, I really like that website to purchase my movie tickets on. Fandango to purchase movie tickets is
I
fantastic.
Oh, it's
didn't
a
even
great
know
website.
that you could still buy tickets on.
No, I have the app.
Yeah.
I bought.
Why?
I bought the Avengers. When I went to see, I saw the Avengers at the IMAX, and that's where I got my
You want
tickets.
to do Fandango?
Yes,
Now
and it worked.
About the dancing wrestler who has yet to wrestle.
Yeah.
I'm so lukewarm on it.
Oh, you're crazy.
I think it was you who said it. I hope he wrestles his first match and he loses
Yes, that would be
instantaneously.
fantastic. Yeah.
Because that'll just make what I assume is going to be months. It's going to be months.
I think he's never going to debut.
I think it's not debuting.
Of him just like coming out and with his like.
I don't think it's gonna be months. It's
No,
just WrestleMania.
they did it the first
Oh yeah, months
with,
like in
with
November.
like
or
when
whatever.
Jericho came back
Yeah.
and it was the like break the code.
Right,
That was
right.
like 3 months too long. WWE's like notorious for that. They run these things. He gets no reaction.
Oh, that's crazy.
You're better
That's
off.
crazy
doesn't.
talk.
No, he gets
He
some
doesn't.
later on when he
Yeah.
keeps going along.
Yeah.
Like with Kali, he did get a reaction.
Yeah.
He did, but
I don't know.
Then
That
this-
could be because Kali was there.
but
Well,
just
you
when he
better-
comes out,
Kali.
when he comes out, he doesn't get the pop.
It's
like,
the
right away.
it's the like most silent the arena will ever be.
Well, because how do you
So
how do
he
you
comes
pop
out-
to a song like that?
Yeah,
I mean,
really.
it's amazing. You just
People
want
don't
to
know why they're not cheering. They're too busy.
Yeah, they're too busy
They're
dancing.
swaying in the
Yeah.
seats.
Yes.
Yeah, nobody's doing that.
No.
Yeah, no, they are.
Everybody's
Absolutely
doing
not.
it.
Wait, is John agreeing with me?
I am agreeing.
I retract my statement.
Of course.
I'm going complete
That's how
opposite.
you know you're
Because
wrong.
he's such a douchebag.
I disagree with you.
He's so dope.
See, like I don't know if you heard the show, but there was one show I said
Yes,
I'm
I
gonna just go along with everything he says, and I think in the same episode I couldn't do it anymore. He came up
I
with like
feel
two
like
ideas.
I'm
yeah.
wrong on something.
Like no, I can't do
No,
this.
Fandango sucks. It's
He's
he's
when
never
he-
gonna debut.
he's
and
gonna
I hope
debut.
he loses in 10 seconds and the gimmick's gone.
You know what he
It's
needs?
terrible.
He needs the heartthrobs.
This is what I've been waiting to discuss this for a really long time.
Go for it.
Because the heartthrobs, if you guys remember,
Thank you.
Romeo and Antonio were by
I remember
far
these
the
guys
greatest.
very shortly. Very. I mean, they were in.
And
there
that's
very-
and that's why wrestling went downhill after they were released.
They were
because you had potentially the greatest tag team in the history of the company, who just phenomenal at doing their pelvic,
after too
pelvic
cool, right?
thrusting.
After too cool.
No.
It's
Way ahead of
it's
Alright.
it's Heartthrobs, Techno Team 2000, New Age Outlaws, Edge and Christian.
Where's Takumi Shinoku?
Yeah.
Oh no, well, because that was like
I
a
mean,
stable.
Time,
That was a
time,
full
time.
stable. There was like 8 guys.
All right.
They're like 10th. I liked Kane and X-Pac. Kane and X-Pac were all right by me. But Heartthrobs, number 1 tag team.
Number one because they showcased
What about Jim and I?
a phenomenal shape.
The worst team in the world. The only thing that saved them was Simon Dean.
Ah, yes.
Simon
Great Simon Dean.
So anyway, no. I'm
You're
not
still
talking
going
about the
with-
heartthrobs.
You're still with the heartthrobs?
I am.
Can we
I
just
am.
jump into tag team wrestling? I don't care. Nobody cares about SmackDown.
Well, I want to get to the quick Divas match. We did have a Divas
Yes,
match.
the diva.
Yeah.
Everybody cares about the diva.
Great.
It was it.
Tamina Snuka
it's a
and
John
Oksana.
It's a John idea.
Wrestling makes me
versus
not want to look at women. It's just like I want to skip
Caitlyn
this
and
match as soon
Layla.
as possible.
Obviously, we have a Layla heel turn, I guess.
Is it obvious?
It seems like it's coming. And
I
I
don't-
told
I
you
don't
it's
care.
it's. I know you don't care because you agree with me when I say that WWE is missing the opportunity of a lifetime
Yep.
to get everyone. To get everyone to care about a Divas match at WrestleMania.
Yep.
Because AJ hometown, all right, not in Union City.
Everybody's in love with her.
Yeah, everyone, right? So she could potentially get a bigger pop than
Any other?
like more than half the locker room.
No, but everybody knows that the Divas match is immediately the piss break. Like
Oh,
that's
it
not
is,
even.
it is. But I feel like if AJ Lee's there,
Yeah.
you might
No
at
one's
least
gonna-
say
You know what?
No.
There'll be one person who's like, "Oh, nobody cares."
No,
But
they
even
will.
though,
So
even though
That-
she's
no, they-
from
I
New
think they will.
Jersey,
Based on
I
that.
think they will.
No, that's
that,
like
does, that
No,
doesn't
that's
matter.
a big
Do they
thing.
even
It's a
announce
big
that she's from New Jersey?
Yeah.
They do.
You do.
Yeah.
They do.
You see how much I care?
That's you.
That's
You have
discerning.
better-
That's
you have better stuff
discerning.
to do. You have better stuff to do Friday nights than to see her get a bucket of water tossed on her.
Is that what I missed?
Yeah, you
Yes.
missed that. Well, I mean, it wasn't last week, but
Well,
You missed that.
So what's your
And it was
what's your take on the
fantastic.
Divas division?
the Divas division has always been a joke, except Sable and Jackie saved it in the late '90s, and then Trish Stratus and Lita carried it in the 2000s. But without them, it's a joke. Like most everything that's not the WWE Championship in WWE.
Interesting. Speaking of Divas division, what do you think of Big E butt cheeks?
Oh boy.
Oh, Vicky Lynx. He's cool
How
by
did
me.
that get into the?
Yeah, how
Yeah,
did that?
Because they
Butt
both have
cheeks.
awesome
His
legs.
butt cheeks?
Because of butt cheek. Well, all right.
Because he shows more
Rob,
butt cheek
Rob,
than
you're
the
really
Divas.
making me not want to support you anymore.
Well, you should watch. You should watch the butt.
Well,
cheek.
he comes out later in the show.
Yes, he does. Actually,
Well,
right
no, 'cause
now.
we were talking about AJ,
Uh-huh.
and they're always together.
I see. All right, it's a good segue. Just at the most inopportune.
It doesn't
time.
matter. Any time is a good time for Big E butt cheeks.
Well, he comes out right now.
Yes, he comes out right
Kane
now.
versus Dolph Ziggler.
Kane
I care
with-
about Kane.
Big
Big Red Machine.
Oh my god!
I care
Did they
about the
call
whole
did they call him the
stable.
Dazzler in this?
I'm not sure, but they certainly do on Saturday Morning Slam, which
Well-
I watch
Is
Every-
that not a decidedly a kid show?
every
It is.
episode.
We're all kids.
Yeah, what's the worst was the very first episode was a super kids show. I almost couldn't take it,
Okay.
but they got better.
All
They
right.
have a storyline going on
How
now.
long are the matches? I wonder.
They're not long. They have 2 matches per show, and it's a half hour. So
Like shorter. Oh, it's a half hour.
Yeah.
I thought it was
So it's
like
probably
an
like
hour
a
or
10-minute match.
That's it.
Because there's got to be at least 3 segments of promos.
Now you
Yeah.
said this match was actually pretty good.
It was really good. It was really good. Yeah, I mean, it was actually better than the CM Punk Kane match. That was probably actually because apparently CM Punk got injured during the match. But yeah, no, Dolph Ziggler and Kane work really well together.
Okay.
And it's funny because the first half
Dolph
Kane
Ziggler
dominated.
works well with anybody.
Huh?
It's Dolph Ziggler.
Yes.
But it wasn't just Dolph Ziggler though. It wasn't just Dolph Ziggler. It was Glenn Jacobs.
Stop.
Glenn Jacobs.
Stop. Just stop.
He watched this match. He moved really well. He really did. He really did. And you know, we did have a bunch of confrontations though. We did have AJ
Of course.
distract Kane.
yes,
But now it's amazing that Dolph's on this winning streak now.
Well, it's 2 wins.
It's no
That's a
3.
winning streak.
It's 2 wins.
It's still a streak.
against the World Tag Team Champions, each one. So
and what's interesting is I didn't catch that when it happened on Raw, because Big E would do that against Kofi, against anybody Dolph beat.
right.
So I didn't think about it when he did it to Daniel Bryan.
Mm.
But now that he did it to Kane, and
What, the,
mentioned
big end?
it, yeah,
The big end.
yeah.
It looked pretty good on him.
You
I
need a
told you
bigger
the reason
guy.
the
It's
reason it
alright.
looks bigger is the reason it
It's
looked better
alright.
this time is because
It's Kane.
it's 300 pounds coming down.
Yeah.
Well, 300 pounds. When he did it on Daniel Bryan, it looked like garbage.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Just like
on a
it's
bigger
Kofi,
guy,
it
it looks
always
fine.
looks bad unless it's on NXT.
Now-
And unless it's a now I think the
It's-
exception is it
it's-
has to be a bigger guy. It can't be
Yeah.
like
And it has to do with the ring, I think.
yeah.
The small
Kane
ring.
and Daniel Bryan are the
reacts to
tag team champions. I know you have a lot to say about the tag division.
Oh my god. First of all, I hate the tag team title belts. They look like shit.
They're the best.
They look so stupid. They look like
It's the 50th episode.
they look like the cheap titles like you have to create in like WWE like 11.
Really?
Yeah, like when you have to. Cause
I
you have
didn't know
to,
you could do that. I haven't played any of the late.
No, there was like
games.
well, not this one because this one was just like you just colored the different titles already.
And
I think
the
Bret
clothes
Hart
were
came
really
out.
bad.
There was a Bret Hart who said they look like pennies.
They do look like pennies. They look like Roman Warhammer
Somebody
pennies.
came out and said they look like pennies.
The tag team division that was such a joke. I feel like so bad for Kane and Daniel Bryan that they have to be in it because like Daniel Bryan's wasting away. I get what they're trying to do. I get
No,
they're trying to
I agree.
they're trying to make something out of it, but like they had Damien Sandow and Cody Rhodes team up, and they
Break
were
up.
pretty
Break
good.
up.
And then they broke up, and now they're a
they're
team
back.
again.
Yeah.
No, they first it was one night only,
Yeah.
and then it's we're back together.
Yeah. A week later.
It's the most retarded, and like the New Age Outlaws aren't going to do anything.
So what do you think of the primetime
what?
players?
They're the 5-time tag team champions.
Okay, they're
They still got it.
old.
Okay. I will agree with you on
Yeah, I
Billy
guess-
Gunn. I'll agree with Billy Gunn.
No, Billy Gunn is always the saving grace for that team.
Absolutely.
Road Dogg
not.
was always the mic guy, and
Yes.
it's so sad to watch him. But he's like, when he says like D-Generation X, and everybody's like, huh? You guys aren't in DX.
Huh?
You guys are in the
You guys are old.
3-year rule.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
but
there's no tag team, and there's no tag team
but
division.
Billy Gunn looks terrible now, by comparison, and Road Dogg looks exactly the same.
Except I really
With
miss his
short hair.
pineapple hair.
Yeah,
And he had, like,
I did too.
Yeah.
I did too.
But they're the best.
The best thing I can kind of is that Billy Gunn gets one more chance to win King of the Ring and not mess it up.
It's over.
I'm.
It's
just,
over.
What a.
They should bring back King of the Ring though.
Absolutely.
They should.
They should have a pay-per-view.
What is
And
it?
Booker T should win again.
I want.
Absolutely
I
not.
just want
And,
Stop
uh,
it.
and be
everything.
King Booker.
Absolutely not.
Hated that.
We need to return to King Booker.
King
So-
Booker
Absolutely.
ruled over SmackDown. It was so
did.
awesome.
The SmackDown
Couldn't
Kingdom.
stand it.
So what's your take on the primetime players, the Usos?
I don't like the Usos. You can't get me
The
to get into
brothers?
them.
The brothers.
Are they really related?
They're
Because,
brothers. Yeah.
All Samoans are related.
it was so
They
funny.
are really brothers, and Uso in Samoan or whatever it is means brother.
Because it's funny. I remember when Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins were Brent and Brian Major.
Major.
The Edgeheads? Was that?
No,
Yeah,
the
Major
first time
Brothers.
in
Major-
ECW they were the
Major
Major
Brothers.
Brothers, and then
Major
like
Brothers.
there was like a story that came out like Vince was like, no, they can't be if they're not really related, they can't be brothers because fans don't get fake brothers. Completely disregarding that Kane and Undertaker
really.
are fake brothers.
Oh my
Like he
goodness.
forgets. I hate the tag team division. I hate all the tag teams except for Damien
Right.
Sandow and Cody Rhodes.
Okay.
That's probably
Well, you've heard the ideas that the internet's been buzzing with Cody Rhodes, Damien Sandow breaking up, and Sandow teaming with Big Show to form the
Yeah.
Big Scholars.
I don't like that.
I also don't like
The world's
He
largest
doesn't get it.
athlete. Yeah.
no
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
That's what you had to introduce
Gimmick
that
change.
first.
Yeah, the gimmick change.
I don't like them taking guys together and it's like Cody Rhodes and the smart guy, they're the Rhodes Scholars.
Yeah, I
like
don't
no,
like that either.
just call them and Team
Why-
Hell
why
No,
do they
like
have
the
to-
stupidest
Yeah.
names they come
Like
up with.
couple names.
Yeah.
So you
But
don't like
they're-
Kofi and R-Truth as a tag team?
Well, they
I don't
depend.
like Kofi or
Kofi
R-Truth.
and
I don't like
Evan
Kofi
Bourne.
Kingston
Kofi
or
Kingston.
R-Truth
Air
at all.
Boom.
There is also the
Air Boom was alright.
the other one of Team Hell No splitting up, and D-Bry, John
John
Cena
Cena.
forming the Bella Busters.
Stop it.
That's hey, check the internet.
Because-
It's not gonna
because-
happen.
It's buzzing. And the Bella Twins are back.
Yes.
So
I
it's going to
mentioned
be a
it.
huge
It
faction.
works.
So
It's happening.
I just want to get your take on Titus O'Neil because he's a Titus O'Neil
Yes,
fan.
Titus O'Neil is a future main eventer,
Stop it.
and they should start it right now. Since they're scratching all these matches and redoing them, put Titus O'Neil up against The Rock.
No,
Yeah.
Titus O'Neil.
That's
versus,
what everyone wants.
Listen.
Titus O'Neil versus Ezekiel Jackson.
Oh goodness.
I
Versus
miss
Biggie
Ezekiel.
Langston.
I miss Ezekiel. Oh,
Versus-
No,
you
I
guys
like
are
Biggie.
racist.
I like Biggie.
What?
What? Hold on.
Oh.
Why?
I am
Why?
a fan of Biggie
Wow.
Langston.
We like these guys.
The Biggie butt cheeks thing is a joke because you just see
Butt
You can
cheeks.
see those butt cheeks.
bottom butt cheeks.
Yeah, and
Every
they
single
used to
time.
be covered.
Who's looking at that, Rob?
Everybody.
It's just
You.
there.
Everybody.
I noticed it too.
Titus O'Neil should never main event anything unless it's Shotgun Saturday.
How dare you? Titus O'Neil is the most.
Shotgun
He's talented. Titus O'Neil.
Actually, that's not a bad idea. They could send him where he slam and Shotgun Saturday night at night.
Yeah, the only thing I've ever seen Titus O'Neil do is bark like
Hurrah,
a moron.
hurrah,
Like a moron.
Hey,
And was it
he's
him?
getting psyched up for his match.
Or was it him or was it the other one who $1 Million Man stuffed a $100 bill in his mouth?
It was Darren
Young.
What a
It was
waste.
the Darren Young of
But
that
he's
team.
What
he's
a
the
waste.
Black John Cena though.
Millions of dollars.
Ooh.
Millions of dollars. Millions of
Oh,
Millions of dollars. Millions of
Come
dollars.
on.
That I can get behind, but the barking.
The barking.
It's-
You know
You know,
you
honestly, I can get behind the barking more than that stupid dance.
I'm not gonna lie. There was one
Millions of
point where I was at
dollars. Millions of
home and I did bark.
Yeah,
So
see,
ashamed.
I told you.
I was so ashamed.
I got.
You got to see if you can do it.
I caught myself. I was like,
I miss
I'm gonna take
What was the
a
team I was
big
just
shower.
gonna think about? Oh yeah, the greatest tag team ever of the WWE era.
the heartthrob.
No, even better.
No,
Because I can't
what?
believe I left them off. Garrison Cade and Trevor Murdoch.
Oh, I
They're
remember
so good. They're my favorite team.
that. Trevor Murdoch's face. Always look like he smells something
Oh,
bad.
and La Resistance. I heard you guys bring up La Resistance.
hey,
What a great,
huge
what a
faction.
great team. With
You know,
Fifi?
you know what
Fifi?
ruined it for me was Trevor Murdoch was when I forget who called him this. They said because he didn't have a tan, so that
Yeah.
he looked like a bottle of milk or something. It was so stupid.
what did you think of the Hooligans?
they were. I mean, well,
They were great on SmackDown.
They were, but
They got pooped on big time
Big time.
on Raw.
you know what the problem though is that I'm assuming I'm like all of you. I tend to when I was more into it I tend to read everything online, and you see like stories and shit and like it kind of ruins what they're presenting on TV because when it's like Paul London unhappy or whatever and then like you see him like smiling when and like just
Vince
like
blows up.
yeah like to me like it always seemed like they had well, at least Paul London had an attitude about himself like he was better.
Yeah.
Because he did TNA and Ring of Honor, and that was I remember that
Well,
clearly
so
being
did Brian Kendrick.
Yeah,
did
but
too.
Brian Kendrick just all he wanted to do was smoke weed.
That's true.
And I know
That is
this. I know all of this because I am a smark. I used to read online. Smark is not an insult.
Depends.
And no,
Sometimes
no,
it is.
Depends.
it's
It
only
does.
an insult if you're ever in wrestling. When you are a wrestler and you call John Vinaglia a smark, yeah, it's an insult. But when Rob Esposito does it, it's not an insult.
Well, he's
Because it's a wrestling term.
He's Prince of the Smarks, though. And it gives them all a bad name. Like, being on the show, obviously we're all smarks. We all read
course.
stuff
Yeah, of
on the
course,
internet. But me and the Ant-Man, we're awesome. And John just sucks.
Well,
No, but here's
John
the
is
thing
really
with
good.
Smarks.
He just reads
I
straight off
just-
a piece
he-
of paper.
yeah, he does.
This is the problem. Smarks take it way too seriously.
He's the Michael
As
Cole.
are you right
He's the
now.
Michael Cole of this group, and nobody can get behind him.
Good. I'm glad I'm the Mike Cole of this group.
What were we talking
I'm on
about? 'Cause
TV.
we took such a
We
detour.
were talking about the tag team division.
Wait, hold
After
on.
that joke.
What did you think?
after the Ziggler match,
I refuse to listen to you.
No, we
What did
mentioned
you- what
we
did you-
missed.
Wait. What did you think when Triple H pedigreed the Hooligans?
That was at a bad time for Triple H. Where like Triple H was just getting a lot of flack, but
That was-
they all
that was-
deserved it.
Took
They
it
all
out.
deserved it.
Took it out on the
They did or
hooligans.
didn't?
They did absolutely, absolutely.
wow,
Wow. I don't know about you anymore.
Jerry's
Oh,
my number one
I
fan.
Oh
don't
no!
know about you.
Oh no! Oh no! Dear diary, Rob Esposito's questioning me. Sad day.
Anyway,
Well, we missed something.
Well, we're supposed to tear down John. Not, hey, well, we
I'm
gotta stick
loving
together.
this right
Who's
now.
John's favorite wrestler?
Daniel Bryan.
Kelly.
Is it really? Okay,
love
I
Daniel
can't
Bryan.
make fun of it.
Next we
It's
get
Kelly
a.
Kelly, though.
Next we get a.
No, stop moving on. We missed the segment between the Divas match and the tag
Oh,
match.
yeah,
I'm so
Where,
sorry.
no, yes, the Bella Twins attacked the Funkadactyls.
Yeah, that was,
Is that the please? That's the pre-show WrestleMania match.
I hope so. No, it
No,
should
did
be
you
main
hear
event.
about that?
What?
It's gonna be all changed. It's gonna be an hour where the fans get to choose the matches and stuff.
That's
like
not
that.
That's gonna be the dumbest because. No,
Everyone's
never
gonna
mind.
pick AJ to go against no one to just stand in the ring.
Yes.
If it was,
Skip.
if it
That's
was
your
like,
dream.
Oh yeah,
That's your dream.
absolutely.
they're lucky because if it was 2 years ago, it would have been like Zack Ryder versus The Rock for the world's title.
That would have been good.
No,
I wonder how many people would actually
It's-
cheer.
you see
cheer
what happened
for-
to him
for
now?
Zack Ryder.
No, yeah.
Yeah,
I enjoyed that.
moron. Push me on your trunks. Yeah, great job,
That's
Zack Ryder.
not new news though.
it's like Zack Ryder is a smart. He's a wrestler and
Yeah,
he's
he
a
is.
smart.
He is.
He's a smart for himself, and it's hysterical.
That's why what's happening to him is happening to him right
Yeah.
now.
Well, I thought it was interesting. John, you said that someone was a ripoff of somebody else with Zack Ryder or Robbie E.
Yeah,
Who ripped off who?
Robbie E. Clearly.
Robbie E.
Well, Robbie E was doing that before Zack Ryder was.
What, in the Independents?
Yeah.
Okay, no, I didn't know
Zack Ryder was an edgehead and all that before he changed to the Long Island IC gimmick.
that. Maybe it's Zack Ryder.
It doesn't matter
I
because
know that.
That's
I got news
obviously
for you.
what that implies.
Zack Ryder's on WWE, so he did it first.
Hey,
TNA always copies.
If it didn't happen in WWE, it didn't happen at all.
Pretty much.
If it happened at a house show, it doesn't count.
So I
Doesn't
can
count.
keep saying that Christian will never be a main eventer because he's never good.
But he won. He won the title.
He did.
Yeah, but he won
for
the
2
title
days.
on the same principle that Rey Mysterio won the title.
Let's not bring him up.
Edge didn't-
Rey Mysterio, no, but
charity
it's the same
case.
thing. It's a charity
Good,
case.
good,
Thank
good,
you.
good for mentioning. That's how forgettable Christian's title reign is.
2
I
days.
We
totally
still
forgot
remember.
about it.
Remember, he was a heel, wasn't he?
He was
His
he
second
a
run, he was
face.
the heel.
No, he was
Yeah.
His second run, he was a heel because he was fighting Randy Orton.
Yeah, exactly.
Ridiculous.
Who is by far the more superior wrestler than Christian.
So glad you said that because you're about to get punched. If you said anything else.
Wow.
I love Randy
Next,
Orton.
we get a Del Rio and Ricardo parody again.
They're great.
They're the
I
worst
like
things in the world.
the parody. I like it. It was different
What
than
is
the.
what is?
I liked it because it wasn't the same one that we saw already.
Yeah, this one was actually better. Del Rio wasn't trying too hard. But what
It's
is
really Ricardo. It's
what does
all
Ricardo have on his stuff? Is that like it looks like a turtle shell?
He was wearing the vest or whatever, and she's like a
It
pillow.
does look. You're
Is
right.
that-
in the
it,
front.
it looks like a
turtle
giant.
Just make it look
turtle
like a gut. Even though Zeb Coulter's not that all that fat. He definitely doesn't have.
It's cool.
that.
It's an
he's
exaggeration for.
shell. He's wide.
You don't get comedy, Rob.
I get it. I just.
By the way, I just wanted to say Joey Finnegan sucks. Continue.
Yeah.
All right,
All right.
over John over here.
Continue.
Next we get back. Oh, something happened with
Tacos.
Chris Jericho and R-Truth.
Oh yeah, they were laughing at the Del Rio.
That was a good promo.
Does R-Truth still talk to little Jimmy?
No,
No,
he
they
has yet
dropped
to
it.
mention him.
But he's got a whole bunch of new tattoos.
But he doesn't have to keep mentioning him. Everybody knows that little Jimmy was in the room with him.
Oh, it's always,
So-
he's always a constant.
Yeah. So I mean, and he said, "Oh,
So
that was
sad.
funny."
So sad.
Chris Jericho says wigs are always funny, and Jack Swagger doesn't appreciate that.
He swaggered all over the place.
He did, right?
He did all over the place.
Did Swagger speak in this promo though, or was it?
Yeah, it was all him.
Oh
It
wow.
was, it was, and that's why it was terrible. For him, at least. It was a good
Okay.
promo on Jericho's part, obviously, but...
Next, your favorite wrestler comes out. Are we ready for? I'm not gonna say his name.
Oh, that's who you were trying to say before. Oh, he's
Yes.
alright.
What was great about this, I posted, I don't know if you guys saw it. On WWE, I just ended up being on the website. They posted about this segment before it even aired.
Yeah.
So if they're trying to make it seem like it's still live or whatever...
No, because they give away
They
their
do.
own
They do.
SmackDown. There's
But I think, overall, they try to make it seem like it's live.
Yeah.
Even though it's not.
Like when Christian says that he lost the title in, let's see.
5 days?
Yeah.
5 days.
But he's on Tuesday.
Yeah.
And like everybody there in the audience is like, wait, what? Does Christian not know how to do math? But yeah, that's unfortunately we did not get to see a match between
Of course.
the greatest wrestler
never
Kali,
wrestled.
right?
He
and
sucks.
Kali.
I thought you meant Kali.
No. Kali is second greatest. But hey, former world champion.
The fact that you
Yes.
can say that knowing that Kurt Angle is still drawing breath is really disgusting.
He's not in
The
WWE,
great-
he doesn't
Yeah,
exist.
he's
He
not,
doesn't exist.
I'm using that logic. If Kurt Angle were to come back to WWE,
If we're doing a TNA show, he exists, but we're doing right now WWE. So
It doesn't matter. Kurt Angle always exists. You can't deny that.
well, no, I can't deny that. He supersedes that.
Yeah, he's the only wrestler who breaks that logic.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Kurt Angle always will take precedence.
This is why I always say, Kurt
So,
Angle.
Obviously, the gimmick that Fandango will
It's
never
not a
get.
gimmick.
what
That's
that
who
is,
he
who we
really
talked
is.
about.
That's not a gimmick.
Fandango,
He really-
Fandango.
He really is a ballroom
Fandango Warrior.
dancer who wants somebody to pronounce his name right.
And it's
Go
gonna
Warrior.
be Chris Jericho.
It'd be really funny if they pronounce his name right. He's like, thanks, and he still leaves. He doesn't wrestle.
But it's gonna
Good
be
job.
Jerry
He
Lawler
walks
that's
away.
gonna do it.
I know he says it right every single
He
week.
says it
right?
every week.
That's a
Every
good
single
job.
week he's like, I don't know what your problem is. It's just easy. And he might even say it better than Fandango himself.
He might actually Will that be? It is a possibility that he does pronounce it right, and he ends up being the first match against Fandango, and then has another heart attack.
Come on.
Well, he's not dead. I can say that. So
That's
He
horrible.
survived, so it's okay.
yeah, it was like I'm not gonna say any. Oh, okay,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
man.
stop now. I'm gonna stop because I'm in this mood right now where I can just go off on dead
Do
people.
it.
Of course you
I will
can.
not.
Do it. I want to
On
hear
who?
50.
Wait, on who?
Dead people.
Please
Do it. It's
start.
the 50th episode.
No,
It's the
Start
50th
it.
episode.
Well, I mean, no, I already did the Paul Bearer one.
It's the big 5-0.
Where the reason he's dead is because Kane never took him out of the freezer. And that's why Kane was all somber with the urn on Monday, because it's his fault.
It's his fault. He has to live with that guilt for the rest of his life.
Exactly.
So he's been dead for a couple of years and nobody noticed.
No, well, no, he was just in hibernation, and then when they tried to thaw him out,
Hibernation?
he was dead. So
died.
I mean, that's when they pronounced him
That's
dead.
terrible.
They forgot that
And
he
then I
was,
made the joke about his name. The,
Right.
The bad pun joke.
because I think what happened was when Kane left him in that freezer, everyone forgot where that SmackDown took place. So in arenas all over America, they're
Everybody's
like,
looking in their
check your freezers. But they couldn't find him, and then they found him, and they tried to tell him how he didn't
work.
get up.
Didn't
So.
work.
Which is ironic because they thought he would survive because he did survive the cement thing, right?
Yeah, he did.
Yes,
say-
he did.
Yeah.
So I mean, I guess the cold just
That's his
it
weakness.
did it.
You're terrible.
Or fantastic.
Yeah,
I like
It's
that
really
too.
ironic because I mean, with Kane with the fire thing, he could have just melted him out.
If only.
Next,
They should have had Undertaker to use the lightning on him.
Yeah.
I was
The
actually
defibrillator.
surprised at the end of the Raw he didn't use the lightning to get the urn back. Like,
I don't think apparently they're not doing that.
yeah, I know.
Which is a shame.
They're not superpowers.
Purple lightning is awesome.
Next, we get a big brawl in the back with the Shield and Sheamus.
Oh, this was hilarious
Oh boy.
because
I was like, take that catering.
because Matt Stryker was interviewing both Randy Orton and Sheamus, and you know how Sheamus is talking. He's always got a smile on his face. All of a sudden, Roman Reigns just comes off
That
and
was great,
spears
right?
the crap out of him. It just goes through everything.
Yes.
And then the other two just take Randy Orton
That
down.
should
They
be
throw
his
him into
finisher.
some food. The spear, right?
Yeah.
I told you it was good.
Yeah.
There's just one time he did it bad. Was when
Yeah.
it was on Big Show when he had Ryback
Ryback.
on Raw. But every other time he's done it
Yeah.
well. So
You should use that.
see, that's why I stick up for Roman Reigns, because I know he's got potential.
Yeah, and he's related to The Rock.
Well,
Pretty much
that
it.
goes without saying.
You're also sticking up for Titus O'Neil, so
Well, yes.
kind of.
That's good. That should be the main event one year.
Oh no.
Roman Reigns versus Titus O'Neil.
It should be.
God, please
I
stop.
honestly think it should be Titus O'Neil, Ezekiel Jackson.
Oh, God.
Loser leaves WWE.
I like that
Ezekiel
match.
Jackson is not even in WWE.
No, but
Yes.
did you hear about when someone
still-
tweeted
he's
Ezekiel
injured.
No, who tweeted? Someone tweeted Ezekiel Jackson because they thought he was Titus O'Neil.
Yes.
And Ezekiel Jackson said, I'm not Titus O'Neil.
And whoever wins gets an Intercontinental.
Because it was after one SmackDown where Titus O'Neil did something to I forget who, and they tweeted to Ezekiel Jackson, I don't like what you did to so and so. Like, that wasn't me. That was Titus O'Neil.
Where's this show going?
It doesn't even
It's
matter.
going up.
It's a banana.
It's moving on up.
Yes.
Next we get Mark Henry versus Ryback. That doesn't happen.
Well, it
The
happens
Shield.
for a little while.
That's another person I don't know why he's still employed. I hate Mark Henry
Mark
so
Henry,
much.
all right.
What?
Oh my
Sexual chocolate?
god, do I hate him?
Didn't you have a rap for that, by the way? His theme
I
song?
didn't. No, I just parodied the song. It can't be said on here because there's no cursing.
No, you're allowed to. It's 50th
I
anniversary.
can't
That's not
talk
50th
about.
anniversary.
I know, but I can't
Yeah,
talk
the
about.
50th
like,
anniversary.
anniversary.
Wow.
I can't talk about people raping faces. on here.
Beat him
So
up. Rape his face.
that's it.
Rape his face.
That's it.
I hate Mark,
All of my raps or anything is just one verse.
I
My
hate Mark Henry
parodies,
so much.
one verse.
I hate everything about him except his theme song. It's the best
What do you
theme
think of
song.
that receding hairline?
I don't think anything about it. I just want him off my TV screen.
But that's what he does.
That's what I do.
I hate everything about him.
Oh, and he
So
kicks
much.
now. He kicks now.
Yeah,
He
so that
kicked-
was an awesome kick.
He kicked Kofi Kingston out of the ring on Monday night.
Not to mention, that was a pretty good kick.
He
I didn't know
punted
it.
him.
You didn't know he
pointed
could
him.
lift his legs that high?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know he could move his legs that much. I thought like the walking was his limit.
This one match, it was for, I believe it was for the ECW championship. I could be wrong.
Oh, is it when
It was
he
a triple
ran?
threat match, and he
Yeah.
just runs from across the ring and just leaps,
Yeah,
leaps
I remember
splashes
that.
onto.
On Kane for the
Kane.
ECW title.
Yeah, all right. I forgot he was
It
ECW
was
champ.
too funny.
It was fantastic. He came out of nowhere.
He did. It just seeing Mark Henry move that fast was surreal.
Yeah, I never expected it.
It's Mark Henry.
So, but they did, they locked
Match
up.
ends in the no
The
contest.
Shield came, beat up Ryback, and then Mark Henry gave him a couple
Two,
world's
right?
strongest
Two.
slams. Was it two?
Yeah,
Yay.
as if
Next.
we didn't see it coming.
We get to the main event, Jericho versus Jack Swagger.
It was a good match,
I'm so glad Jack Swagger's the number 1 contender.
right?
I'm so glad. I was so worried that he wasn't going to win the
I
Elimination
knew
Chamber.
he was gonna win.
I was betting for him to win, and I'm so glad that came to fruition.
Did you, oh, what was I going to say? But you know who's going to win this match. Whenever Jericho's putting in a match nowadays, we know
That's
he's
not
winning.
true. You go up against Kofi Kingston.
Jobber
gonna win?
Jericho.
Not anymore. They don't put him against him anymore.
Jobber
But
Kofi.
I think he was in one match a couple months ago. You're freaking me out right now.
When he was heel, right?
No, this time he was always faceless. This time around, I can't even focus when you do that.
Oh. But I
No,
mean,
no,
whenever
that's a
he's put
constant.
up against,
You put up
whenever he's
against
put up
Kofi
against the,
Kingston,
heel,
you
whenever he's put up against the heel in a match that's supposed to prove something, he loses.
Yeah, but it was still a good match.
It was a good match.
And besides,
Swagger.
Jack Swagger's number 1 contender. You're not gonna have him lose. Sunday.
Of course.
Absolutely not.
It's a no-no.
It was a good match. Though.
It was.
So that's how SmackDown ends.
Yeah.
Is this a good SmackDown leading to WrestleMania? Obviously, you can't answer that because
Well,
you don't
Shield-
It doesn't. Well, you can tell by the
Well,
results.
that's not very fair because you make comments on TNA constantly and you never watch.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Look, you can tell me the results. I can make my own opinions off of
Shield,
that.
exactly.
Who
Shield
is
for it
he?
up.
Who is Princess Marks to be saying that I can't comment on something?
Well, you can comment, but I don't know.
All right, well, I'm going to.
Okay.
He sucks so much.
You suck too.
Listen, all that matters is that Jack Swagger gets more momentum going into his WrestleMania title match. A match that he better win.
The Shield tore it up.
Yeah. You,
Unfortunately, I think that means they're going to lose.
I really
I
don't
hope
want.
you
not.
can't go by that
Really?
anymore. That used to be like the big rule
Yeah.
was like last momentum loses, but
So this is the updated WrestleMania card so
I
far.
don't care.
Greatest card of all time.
No.
Rock
Well,
versus Cena.
Yes.
Del Rio versus Jack Swagger.
I think
Six-man
I
tag.
think we all have picks already. Pretty sure.
Undertaker versus Punk and Lesnar and Triple H with a stipulation added, which is probably going to be Hell in a Cell.
Why would Brock Lesnar pick that?
Yeah, it's gonna be something
if they were smart, somebody said not to do it, but I hope they do it. A Lions Den match. We haven't seen one since Owen Hart versus Ken Shamrock. This is the perfect time to do it.
Oh, Lions Den match?
Yeah,
No.
it's a UFC. It's a UFC
It's a
octagon.
UFC, yeah,
Oh,
that's all
boy.
it
But it's
is.
smaller, right? It's
No,
much
it's
smaller.
not. It's the same thing.
It is?
But
It's
what-
the time to do it.
But would you? If
Bring
that
back something
happens,
none of the kids have ever seen
does
before.
Triple H win? Like, can he beat?
Well, that's the
Brock
thing
like
is that he can turn around and say that I beat Brock Lesnar at his other game.
That's why I don't think it'll be a match like that.
It's probably gonna be a submissions match. It's gonna be a submissions match.
I had this argument before that WWE always makes whatever other organization they're involved with look better. Boxing,
Right.
sumo wrestling. It wouldn't be an MMA style matchup, and then
Triple H win.
the Triple H would win.
Well, because MMA is now their big competitor.
Yeah,
Like they don't even look at TNA, so they could do it as a way to bury MMA.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll do it though.
Who knows? It's probably going to be a submissions match.
I said they did a submission. Triple H wins with the crossface.
I quit, same thing. Right?
Triple H wins with the crossface.
That'd be hysterical. That
He's
needs
used
to
it
happen.
before. He's won with it before.
Yeah.
Shawn Michaels used it before too.
Yeah.
That's so fucked up because.
So what is?
Oh, are you counting how many times I'm saying it?
It's fantastic. I love it.
So what
This
is
doesn't
the?
bother me. I think we should curse.
So what is the
You're
best
crazy.
storyline going into Mania right now?
Punk Taker, and that's
Absolutely
the shortest.
not.
It's the shortest.
I have to
one.
go with Swagger.
Absolutely.
Wait.
Hold on.
Listen,
Wait. Who do you
If
think's
Paul,
gonna
no,
win
no.
that
Here's
match?
the deal.
Punk. 100%
Well,
Punk.
all right. Well, there you go.
Oh,
That's why. That's why.
100% Punk.
Here's the deal, though. This is gonna sound messed up, but they're really lucky Paul Bearer died because that actually
Yes,
gives
yeah.
it storyline.
It does.
Because before Paul Bearer died, it was CM Punk has nothing to do, so the only way he can stick it to the fans is beat the Undertaker, and the Undertaker accepts the challenge. Yay!
Yeah.
Well,
But now.
they had that fatal 4-way. That's how we earned
That,
it.
Yeah.
that, which everyone didn't know who was
They
going to
pulled
win,
out of
right?
nowhere.
But that's always a
out of
WrestleMania
absolutely
storyline. Since 25, 24 has always been who's going to beat Undertaker.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
But they
that's your
left-
favorite word over here, generic. It's a generic
Generic.
storyline.
They left it last year where it could be the final match.
And
They didn't need to
there.
bring it back this year.
I'm surprised they did it, but honestly, since Punk
Baby Taker can barely walk.
since Punk got completely dicked over with the WWE Championship, I'm glad that he's gonna have that match because
Baby Taker.
Taker's good for at least his WrestleMania match.
Yeah.
You know,
Should be.
He just needs,
and Punk to me is the first person in a while to have legitimacy that he can actually look at.
I'm sorry.
What happened?
Go say that. I'm sorry. I didn't hear that. That's
I didn't hear
I
what
said-
you said. I was
No,
listening.
I
Yeah.
heard what he said.
What?
no, because have you heard us reference him as the Baby Taker?
No.
I
Oh,
said,
boy.
Baby
Oh.
Taker.
Baby Taker.
Because he's kind of got a gut. and
No,
he's
but I didn't-
tall, he's like a
Ball.
baby.
No, what I was
Like
saying
a
is that
baby.
to me, since they've been doing this as a storyline, Punk is the first person to have a real shot.
I disagree.
What? Who had a better chance?
Shawn Michaels.
Yeah,
Shawn
Shawn
Michaels
Michaels.
any of those 2 times? No.
Absolutely.
No way.
The first one.
I didn't think he would win.
No
but I
way.
thought, hey, if anyone's going to do it,
I think if anyone's gonna do it now, it's gonna be Punk.
you're crazy. You're
Punk's
crazy.
Punk's like latest like character story arc has been pissing on everything that is like a
Yeah.
traditional fan's
Yeah,
point
but-
of view.
But my reasoning for Shawn Michaels and Triple H not beating him was because they don't need it, right?
Yeah, of course
They
they
don't need
don't.
it. But Punk stated that he's going to be done in like a year or two.
Has he stated that?
Yeah. He's-
Well,
So
Punk still
he
needs it.
absolutely isn't going to beat him and then just ride out for another year.
Yeah, but Punk's also. I mean,
Well, no.
don't always take that with a grain of salt.
yeah, because
No,
he
no,
also
but
said he
I
wouldn't
think
want
the
to
biggest,
face
the,
Undertaker. And
the
look
biggest
at that.
reason that it's not going to be Punk is because Titus O'Neil's going to be.
No,
Oh my
shut
God.
the- no.
Thank you.
The reason why
Thank
it's not going to
you.
be Punk is because next year it's going to be Ted DiBiase
Okay.
taking out the guy his
Oh
dad
yeah.
brought in.
Ted DiBiase is
I
gonna come
see.
out of nowhere.
All right. And then we find out that
Absolutely.
it was
just like the Undertaker.
that it was the fake Undertaker the entire time that
It
he was
was Brian.
married.
It's really Brian Lee. Brian
Yes,
Lee's really been the
that's
real
what it really
Undertaker.
is. We were misled.
This is ridiculous. No, so what do you think is the best storyline? Swagger, Rhea?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay,
I agree.
I saw it already with JBL and Eddie Guerrero.
Absolutely not.
It's the exact same thing.
Absolutely not.
JBL. You know,
Okay, what's the difference, Rob?
Zeb
Zeb
Coulter.
Oh my God, he's agreeing with me. I don't know how I can say this.
what's
anymore.
going on here? I'm like, I
don't
don't
know,
feel.
it's
This is,
bizarre
what, this is
world.
what I bring.
He knew
This
you
is
were
what I
coming
bring.
on. He's like, let me disagree with Rob.
I think I've been the one constant this show. Like, I'm still faithful to.
Hey, I've been saying Swagger.
Okay.
Oh, Swagger,
It's constant.
Swagger's gonna win.
He's gonna
I
win.
don't think Swagger's gonna win
Absolutely, Swagger's gonna win.
because this. I think the feud's gonna continue after WrestleMania.
I hope to God it
They
doesn't.
can-
I
they
hate
can
Del Rio
continue
so
the
much.
feud. They can continue the feud without the title though. They can
Oh,
continue
good.
the feud without the title.
When did he become a face? What happened? What did I miss?
Ricardo Rodriguez got beat up.
Yes.
And he came and
That's how he
saved
became
him.
a
And
face.
for some reason, the fans
It's like, oh, when did Big Show become a face? He got beat up.
That's
No,
the
but
dumbest thing.
but whoever-
So much for that anti-bullying campaign.
But you said, yeah, I know, and Sheamus makes fun of Cody Rhodes' mustache.
Yeah.
That's not bullying? Come on.
And Wade Barrett, week after week, he makes fun of him
Right,
for not having any lines in the movie.
exactly.
Speaking
Sheamus
of,
is the face
speaking
of
of the
bullying.
undercard,
Well, wait. What were we just talking about? Because I had something to say here.
Del Rio and
Swagger.
Swagger.
Well, you just said that they could continue the feud
Without the title. They don't
without
need
the title, and that's true.
Yeah.
Because what if we found out that either Del Rio or Ricardo Rodriguez didn't have the papers?
Oh my god.
And we could have a ladder match with their green card over the ring.
That's hysterical.
And if Swagger gets it, he can burn it.
You know what? Again, that is ripping off an Eddie Guerrero storyline.
I know, that's
That's
the best
paternity
part.
test.
That's the best part. For the documents for Rey Mysterio's kid, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that'd be amazing.
That was a really good ladder match.
That was
Oh my
was.
God.
that was an
Except
okay
for
ladder match,
Vicky
but the
Guerrero's
storyline behind it
misspot.
was stupid. I couldn't get behind that storyline
That's so like that's
because I knew it
typical
wasn't.
WWE over the
I
top.
knew it wasn't true. Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
All right, so
I
we
mean,
said
the
about
kid
the
was-
undercard.
It's Vicky.
yeah.
I just want to take a quick note what Jerry's writing on. It says John sucks. Thank you, Jerry.
He can read 2 words.
Yeah.
And one is his name, so I'm pretty happy about that, I guess.
So what are you gonna say about the undercard? Because I want to hear
Oh.
this.
Yes.
This undercard is looking like crap.
As every undercard does. Like there's no.
That's the undercard.
But at one time you had Money in the Bank,
No,
stuff like
don't
that.
pay per view.
No, he's saying
I
at the
just
time.
want to skip
At the
that
time.
because he'll suggest, or Anthony will
I
suggest having
still
another.
think they should have the
I
money.
No,
agree.
No, the
I-
dumbest thing they
tried
ever
to
did was
avoid
have its
this.
own pay-per-view.
But they-
That's so stupid.
But aside from
No,
that,
but I
they
mean-
do have it.
But I mean, Hell in a
They
Cell
do
has
have
its
it-
own pay per view,
yeah.
and they had it
And
last
they
year.
had it
so-
last
I hate their
So, I
team
mean, I
pay-per-views.
think-
That's such a TNA idea.
Well, what about WWE Payback?
What's that? What the hell is payback?
Payback! It's a new
It's June
pay-per-view.
6th, right?
Yes, it's the pay per view between Extreme Rules and something else. No, I
June,
do.
it's
No,
June
I'm saying you couldn't
16th.
figure it out.
Did you see the logo for it?
No.
I gotta show you the
yeah,
logo.
The A is a
Show 'em
backwards Avengers
A.
symbol.
So, Payback is the new pay-per-view. It replaced...
I don't know. Over the limit?
Yes,
yes,
there we go.
that's the one.
Another dumb
Shot in the
pay-per-view.
dark. Shot in the dark. They all should have came to the ring in like little stock cars for over the
Yeah,
limit.
and race cars, right?
Yeah.
And they all have to dress up like race car Bob Holly.
Yes.
Spark plug?
He'd
Yes.
be the referee for all the matches.
Yes, he has to.
Hey, Bob.
What? It's a good idea.
Well, what are the other undercard matches?
Nothing.
What do you mean?
That's
nothing?
it?
Not much is said in
Well, it was
stone.
going to be, what, a tag team title match, right?
It looks
They
like it's
should
gonna
have gauntlet
be.
match.
It looks like it's gonna be Kane and
That-
Bryan versus Biggie Langston and Dolph Ziggler.
That should not
Why
happen.
is Dolph Ziggler not wrestling for the world's title?
No, the thing is, he's got the contract. It doesn't matter.
I know.
He can do it at any time.
You know what?
How about he wins the tag team titles and cashes in the same night?
It depends when the heavyweight title match is.
Yeah, it's probably going to be the first match.
Have it as HBK and Diesel.
I want to see Swagger win, and then
Does
Ziggler
beat him again.
Yeah, and just reignite that feud. Yeah, because I want.
So then what do you do with Del Rio then?
Get him the fuck off my TV. That's
Well,
what
you
do
really
with it.
don't like
Keep
Del
it
Rio.
going. Keep it going.
Wow.
Yes.
This is the biggest waste of time.
No, I think that they can continue the feud without.
Is there
the
a
title.
reason why you don't like him?
Yeah.
Like everyone
He
has.
sucks.
What does he suck?
I don't know. I can't. What is that? What is that logo?
Yes.
The WWE
That's
payback.
an Avengers logo. If the A extended longer,
Yes.
that'd be the Avengers logo.
would
That's
be.
the new pay-per-view. WWE Payback.
And what is it?
It's just I don't
It's
know.
payback.
I like this though. There was a payback trading card series.
Was there?
So like the next image generated is Bobby Lashley.
Oh,
like,
oh,
flexing.
God.
You're a bath turd.
Everybody hones in on that.
Yes.
That's the greatest promo.
Wasn't it? I agree.
That should open up all your shows instead of these Hulk Hogan promos.
Oh, Scott Steiner too.
Oh my!
Scott Steiner. That's an.
But wait, the last promo. I don't know if you saw the last show.
Of course I did.
Those are the TNA one. Those are great promo from Hogan.
Oh, where
That one. I
he
picked
is,
that one.
the one where he forgets his words before WrestleMania 19.
No.
The Sting.
The one
The one he
he's
did
Sting.
just last week, where he
Oh.
was upset with Sting.
That was a
And,
great
uh,
promo.
Uh,
I think you should listen to it with not knowing anything. It's still a good promo.
I got news for you. I don't know anything about TNA.
Well, I'm just saying. Without us saying anything, still a good promo.
All right.
You'll be a happier person if you do
No,
know stuff about
Jerry,
TNA.
don't.
That's why
No,
he's so
Jerry,
angry.
don't.
Because he never
upset about it
watches
because
it.
he picked the promo, and my vote beat his.
Oh, okay.
Because Anthony liked the promo too, I think. So.
Well, I just
John's
felt
vote
it,
doesn't
it
count.
fit more.
You're a real American. You should vote like twice.
Oh. Yes.
So,
And
where
then
do we,
you,
And then when it
Oh
comes
my
to a
God,
tiebreaker, I win every
of
time.
course. Where do we put the Intercontinental title, U.S. title? Is that any
I
of
don't
that
know.
going to get
I read something
defended?
about. I heard somewhere about Cesaro versus R-Truth.
Yeah, undercard. It's going to be
Why?
the pre-show.
Why? They have no
like I
storyline
said,
going on with each other.
I mean, we've been saying this since Royal Rumble. We were talking before Royal Rumble. We
They've
were saying that
had-
they weren't working on any storylines for WrestleMania.
No.
And then John and I think you were there too. We looked back at not too far back at WrestleMania 20. They were starting WrestleMania feuds at Survivor Series.
Yeah.
I mean, they were like
They even had a feud that I wasn't so keen on, but still better than none at all, with Barrett and Ho Dallas.
yeah.
Yeah, what happened with that?
It just
It just fizzled?
It just went
dropped
away.
off.
Because
Went
Bo
away.
Dallas-
Went away.
Bo Dallas.
and it made sense too.
Do you like Bo Dallas or no?
Ho Dallas?
No. Yeah, not at all.
Nobody does.
There's not many NXT guys that I like.
You don't watch NXT.
I don't.
You should.
Because I don't like it.
You should. I'll
I
give
only
you
watch. I only watch
I
the
will
flag.
give you
I
absolutely
watched
every
the
time.
longest running episodic weekly television show, Raw.
It's better.
Vintage.
It's better.
Vintage.
Vintage.
NXT better than Raw. I said it.
Stop talking, Raw.
You haven't seen it. I'm telling you.
Rob,
I
stop
watch all the
talking.
shows. I watch all the shows.
I'd rather watch the first 4 episodes of Farscape before I watch
How
NXT.
dare you? That's a really good show.
No, it's not.
That's-
I don't care about character development.
Did you watch it?
No, and I won't.
There you go.
I won't.
You haven't seen it. You can't.
No.
Make. All right.
No,
all right.
because-
All right, John.
Okay.
That's what happened.
Did you just call me John?
That just happened.
Ah, wow.
That
Sorry,
just
Jerry.
happened.
It's alright.
We have
That's a compliment to you.
You know what? I'm still on your side. I'm still on your side, but you're John right now.
we,
Being John
have,
right
we have TNA news.
Yes.
And thanks for having me on the show.
Yes, no problem.
Yeah, you're welcome too, douchebag.
You're here? Still?
God, I hate you,
top.
Jerry.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
You missed.
I thought, no, he pulled the hand back.
So TNA news?
Yes,
Yes.
TNA news.
Dixie Carter fires D'Lo Brown.
No, she
No one
legitimately
cares.
fired him.
No one cares.
Everything in wrestling is real. I don't understand these quotations.
Was it-
Fandango is really that type of person.
Who?
Dixie
Who?
Carter really
Who?
did fire D'Lo Brown.
Who?
Excuse me.
Oh, God.
Fandango.
Was it done on Twitter? Did she
Yes.
fire him via tweet?
Yes,
Well, I don't know.
VI
Legitimate. Legitimate.
Absolutely.
Too
So
legit
everybody
for
can see it.
He could take...
That's how bosses should fire their employees.
it. In front of
And
everybody.
Now he's teasing a return to the ring.
Of course he is.
Good, because he's a fantastic
And
athlete.
he should be a tag team
He
partner
re-
with
He
Taz.
should do the lowdown.
With Taz.
Yes.
I used to love Taz so much. And then
Taz face.
Have you seen Taz in a tux?
Yeah.
It's the greatest thing in the
I
world.
hate I hate it
Is it
so
hot in here?
much.
Is it hot in here?
How about Taz in plaid?
No.
No, it's
In plaid.
It's
In
almost
plaid.
as good. It's almost as good as him being in a suit.
You sure you want to do this?
You sure
you want to do this?
Mind your business. Mind your business.
Oh my god.
Okay, second question. Is it hot in here?
Did you ever see what DVD did he host? It was WWE's Greatest Superstars of the 90s.
Uh-huh.
And they, like, in between each wrestler, they would cut to him, and he would do, like, the intro. And he would always wear his sunglasses. You know, he had the sunglasses on, and he would do, like, he'd be like, and that's why Sting was one of the greatest superstars of the 90s. And he would, like, take that CSI Miami, like, speech break and, like, take his glasses off like a moron. See, because that's what you do when you don't have a video show.
I see
you
that.
explain the visual gag so that the listener, me, can understand.
That's what I try to do. I try to explain.
Use your imagination.
Have you watched that whole DVD?
Unfortunately,
What did you think of it? Because I've seen it.
it's all right. I mean, their documentaries are so like slighted. And we were going to talk about this at hockey, which, by the way, I coached a hockey
Yes, you
team
did.
to beat John Vernagula.
At least that man's not clapping.
He's
a
all
little
listening.
preoccupied.
He's all listening.
preoccupied.
I didn't really coach.
Yes.
I just yelled obscenities. Anyway, all their DVDs are so slighted. All their
So does that speak on
list-
how good a trainer you are, or how bad John is?
well, it's completely how bad John is.
I've heard this.
I'm not. I don't know anything. Like I said, I was screaming and throwing my clipboard.
Does he cry?
No, it looked like tears were forming. It looked like the waterworks
He
were
sucked
coming.
it back in.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are jerks.
You
Anyway,
waited till you got home.
I just want to say thank God we had Violante in that. Not that like, they could find it anyway. The only time they scored 2 times. This
But
is
it doesn't
this
do
is a
the
sports show. This is a sports show, so it counts.
yes.
And I'm gonna just take a nap.
They scored twice. Once it bounced off of Violante's own stick, so it was an own goal.
Okay.
And the other time I pulled the goalie, because I was the coach. I pulled the goalie with 2 minutes left, which you should never do. And it just was an empty net. So it was like a lucky shot.
Coach Jerry.
You guys got a freebie on me. You're welcome. My team still won. Thunder Road.
It was 4-2. It wasn't bad. It wasn't a killing.
It absolutely was. Your 2 goals don't count.
Yes, I do.
No, an own goal and an empty net
a win's
goal.
a win. A win's a win, no matter how it happens.
What is this?
2 goals count, according to John.
Well,
You
anyway,
went heel in one of the episodes ago.
yeah, I heard that. And
You went heel.
as your only fan, I can't believe that you say you don't care about me. Because how many views you get, you're welcome. Because it's me trying to listen in pieces. Because 2 hours is just
Isn't it ridiculously long?
so long.
Well, now-
As we're at our almost
Yes.
hour.
Yeah,
mark.
yeah.
Anyway,
Hey, I've said on
obviously-
a lot of episodes that leave comments. Because we'll take them into consideration. Nobody does.
No,
Yeah,
but the
because
problem
I'm not
is
gonna sign
we
into
asked
YouTube.
We asked for the comments to like halfway into the video.
Well, we have
That's
the
thing.
views. Obviously, someone heard it.
I don't know.
Again, it's me.
Well, Jerry.
Oh, well, you should subscribe.
Subscribe.
Yeah.
Subscribe.
To which tongue got in the way.
So, what other problems do you have with the WWE?
Just about everything.
Get your take.
Let's. Well, thankfully, the first I'll give them credit that they're not TNA. Thankfully, as a very long time fan, it's just really like Punk is the best thing they have. I don't care what anybody says.
I disagree. He can't cut a
Cesaro
promo.
and Daniel Bryan.
Wait.
And he can't cut a promo, and he can't wrestle
Stop
without
it.
a paper bag.
Oh God.
And that's the reason they
Oh,
put
God.
Heyman on him.
That's right.
'cause he
His,
gets all-
his,
Wait a
matches-
minute. I told
his
you we was
matches
gonna do
against
this.
Cena were
And
because of John
stop
Cena.
It was all John Cena.
Stop it.
He busted out that
Wait, hold on.
Hurricane.
All right,
That's
hold
right.
on. Wait. I just want to backtrack.
And that
What
was
do
the
you
worst
mean?
pile
powerbomb?
driver I've ever
What do you
seen.
mean?
Oh my
No,
God.
And
no.
now they're trying to take attention off of him by bringing Brock Lesnar in, the only man who can wrestle in the company currently.
That's right.
And
never
bring the
watched
Really?
Undertaker
I
back.
never heard
Are you
you
two
carry.
being assholes to be assholes?
Yes.
To
Yes, they
carry
are.
Punk
Right.
to WrestleMania.
All right,
Exactly.
okay. You said you can't cut a promo. Please back that up. I want a bibliography. I want sources. What do you mean you can't cut a promo?
What do you mean? Yeah, I want to hear
Here's-
this.
Here's how. I have ears and I listen to it. And I say, that's garbage.
And he
Can I-
talks.
He
He talks, I listen, and I just think,
good one.
that's all
That's
I
all you hear is
Why- I hate you so much, Rob.
Have you ever seen that episode, that South Park, where like all you hear is
Oh.
crap sounds?
Oh, the butt faces.
When he's going to be an adult, and all he
Yes.
hears is poo.
Oh yeah, he's so cynical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen,
That's-
he tells a better story in his promos than some guys tell in their matches. He's fantastic on the mic.
Absolutely not. I can't even take you seriously
are so
right now.
dumb.
I'm not John.
Are you trying to antagonize me? Because
I don't know. Maybe not.
I think you are, and it's completely working because CM Punk is the best thing WWE's ever had.
It sounds like
Next to
it's smart
Cesaro and Daniel Bryan.
Next to
No,
Fandango.
actually, no. It's Stone Cold Steve Austin, CM Punk.
See, no, I can't tell if you're kidding or not.
Wait, why?
Because Austin's just as bad.
Oh
if
my
not
God.
worse.
He's doing it, and I'm agreeing with John. And this is the worst day ever. I wanted to agree with you, Rob. I wanted it to be this us against him, but you're just being a stupid
he's
shit.
always
You're
been
being a
overrated.
shit, John. I hate you so
Going for a
much.
record here. No,
Oh yeah,
it's the truth, right?
curse. Oh,
It's the truth, isn't it?
So wait,
I
so
mean,
Stone
it
Cold
is.
CM Punk would be a 3. Just curious.
isn't that true?
what? Shut up. All right, top 5. I'll give you top 5. Stone Cold Steve Austin, #1 always. Fight me and I'll stun
now
you.
is this?
I'll stun you.
No, Jerry.
picture.
Wait
Where
one
we go?
sec. Wait one sec. Is this your list or?
Milo, yeah,
okay,
Milo,
cool.
yeah.
Of course, he doesn't
Wait,
work for
wait,
anybody.
wait.
Yeah.
Is this for just overall like in-ring work?
Yes,
Mike
this is
skills.
everything.
Overall?
This is everything. This is
Okay.
everything overall, with no particular order.
Okay.
Stone Cold Steve Austin. That no, #1. Stone Cold Steve Austin. That's my order.
And the rest are
Just whatever.
Okay.
CM Punk,
Terrible list.
Oh my God.
I just want to hear the.
Yeah, I want to
next-
hear the rest of it.
Kurt Angle,
I
I absolutely
agree.
agree.
Kurt Angle,
Darn.
100%.
I agree.
I don't know how far I can go with this now. Put an angle in there.
I'm gonna throw Cesaro in there because I've seen his other work. I've seen his independent work,
Yeah.
Okay.
and he's great.
Isn't he really, really good though?
He is.
In
He's
WWE?
fantastic. And I don't like him, but I can't take away from him. Shawn Michaels.
Okay.
I think Shawn Michaels might have been one of the greatest wrestlers of the new generation class,
All right.
and that's why. That's
So what do you think of Daniel Bryan then?
Daniel Bryan's good. He's being misused.
Yeah,
Definitely.
absolutely is.
And
Definitely.
it's just really like The WrestleMania match was just like so disrespectful.
Were you there for that?
No, that was
Okay.
Ivan was there,
Ivan.
and I'm so glad that the crowd took to the yes.
That's what I'm
like
saying.
immediately.
I feel like the
I'm
crowd,
so
the
glad.
crowd is really what saved his career because
Well-
it seems like what people were saying was that what they were essentially trying to do is bury the fans' pick
Yeah.
with Triple H's pick being Sheamus.
Yeah.
And I feel like they thought that would be it, but I mean that Raw was just unbelievable. I've never seen anything like that. with the
Immediately
yes
after,
yeah,
the ref hits the 3 count. 3, everybody started chanting yes. It's like that's what you get.
yeah.
You know. And thank God it just proved that not everything's going to be like Zack Ryder. Like the fans back Zack Ryder.
Wins the U.S. title, and then
Yeah,
That's
but,
not fair.
by
That's
that
not
point he
fair.
fizzled out.
Yeah.
You know, and they pushed, and then WWE like ignored it. They gave them what they wanted, but the fans are typical fans, and they're so fickle.
Fans
By
don't
the
know
time
what
they got
want.
it-
Fans don't know what they want. But also, it's because it took so long.
Yeah,
It took so long for people cheering that when they finally got it, they had all their energy was spent
yeah.
on Zack Ryder.
I think what the fans really want, and now I'm going to antagonize him, is they want Steve off.
Absolutely not.
Because Steve off,
Absolutely
Steve
not.
off-
If you've ever watched any of his matches,
I have.
legitimately,
I love
how
it.
have you not blown your brains out?
Steve
Oh
Off
my
is
God.
not that bad.
He is.
Listen,
he
because
is
there's
that
no
bad.
harder critic on Steve Off than me, and I tell him when he sucks. Steve Off is not that bad. He's not. And who do you like?
Huh?
So all right, so
Who-
then
who do I like?
so tell me, Guru of Wrestling, who's so much better?
Wrestling.
Who's so much better?
Do you mean
In-
asking
in
him like
indies?
in the indies?
And whatever. Yeah, you know, let's
I don't
just
watch that many.
let's stick in
Nunzio.
Nunzio
What?
of ECW and WWE fame.
Of the guy that beat Steve Off.
I can't take you seriously. I fucking hate you.
I saw that.
I hate you so
I saw that match too.
much. Pretty sure
When you lose to Nunzio, that's all you have to.
Yeah, but you gotta understand that Nunzio was the big fish in that match. And I'm pretty sure that
Yeah, there you go.
I'm pretty sure that Steve Off beat Nunzio and Stevie Richards in a tag team match.
Didn't see it. Doesn't matter.
I hate you so much. Farscape is the worst show in the world.
Absolutely not.
Yes, it is.
Absolutely
Could you
not.
get that match though?
Could I find it?
Yeah.
Oh, do you really want it though?
Yeah.
Really want
And I got
wrestling
news
to
for
come
you.
out?
I appear on Steve Off's YouTube channel
Good.
all the time.
Good for you.
The only
With the off show.
Yeah. It's the gun show. Get it
Oh, the
right.
guy. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I don't watch garbage.
Ooh.
So
It's
I
not
can't
garbage
give
because I've been on it.
Well, you'd be the saving grace, not Joey.
Joe Garcia. I hate Joe Garcia.
No,
so
no,
much.
the other one. Big head
Joey
Joe.
Finnegan?
Yeah, not
Oh,
him.
I love Joey. Don't talk shit about Joey.
Hey, I'm friends with Joey.
No, you're not.
What do you mean? Wait,
Joey
do you
told
know-
me.
Do you know something I don't know?
Yeah, he's
Wow.
like he's like tell Rob Esposito when you see him. He's a jerk.
Oh well.
No,
At least I'm not John.
I just made that up.
I'd like to hear about it. If I'm not friends with somebody anymore, I'd like to know.
I don't think we're gonna be friends anymore.
What, me and you?
Yeah,
Damn.
Whatever.
I'm sorry.
Whatever. Steve Off still sucks.
No, he doesn't. Look, he's listed. Never mind. I love Steve. I love Steve to death. He's one of my best friends.
I mean, I have nothing against the guy.
Apparently, you do because you're saying he sucks.
I've seen his work, his in-ring work, and I'm not impressed.
Oh, you're not impressed.
I'm not impressed.
Oh
That's all
no.
that matters. That's all that matters. Is if John sees it and he's not impressed, well, I mean, it's John. If Anthony sees it and he's not impressed, then that's Anthony's opinion.
No, I
If
wish
you-
I would.
if
I
you-
wish I would have known. Now that I know,
What?
every time I come here, I'm going to wear my Steve Off wrestling shirt.
That's
I
okay.
love it.
If you want to advertise when people can't see it, that's cool with me.
But I'm just going to rub it in your face.
It's not gonna bother. It's not gonna
The
bother
skull
me.
and cross lightning bolts.
It's not gonna bother me.
You know what? I'm going to make sure that Steve comes here. I want to see if you say half of this shit to his face.
I'd like to see that.
I want him to. I want him to have a point
Why
counterpoint.
not?
You might not because you're a pussy.
Oh no, I totally am.
Oh.
But I mean,
Okay.
like, if it's just,
Weren't
if it's
you the
just,
one who's supposed to get buried?
Yes, I
If
love
it's-
it.
No, but
it's,
see,
hey, it's cutthroat. This is real life.
It is.
If it's just verbal, I have no problem saying it. But if he's gonna get aggressive,
by the way, I want the picture to be a picture of Steve Off because the man does have fans.
Oh, I don't.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
I'll think about
you know,
it.
you should rewrite John sucks, and we should take a picture of that and put it on there.
That's pretty good. It's not going anywhere. All right, so we're sidetracking.
What's his finisher?
It's something like that.
Okay, can't tell me what his finisher is.
I don't follow the guy's career religiously. He's my friend. I support him.
I wanted to see the Off Brothers back, but that
No,
never happened.
no, nobody
that
wants to
never
see that.
happened. What do you mean? I'm not saying Garcia. I'm saying
No, but no.
Flyavino and
He's like Steve Off has like 3 wrestling championships right now. What do you have?
ooh,
This is
boom.
what
That's a
you
good
know.
one.
What?
That's a good
Boom.
one. I'll give it
To I want to quote you
Well,
from
I'm
an earlier episode.
I'm actually undefeated intergender champion.
That was the Andy Kaufman thing. Don't do that.
No. Okay. Well, he was. However, so am I.
Um,
And I'm alive.
I'm
I'm alive
so
when it
alive too.
happens. Huh?
To quote you from an earlier episode,
Oh, that's good.
this is what you do in your life. This is what you've come to. As seen in the episode where you make fun of generic Dunkin' Donuts. Oh, I'm sorry, I said it on. I said it on air. Oh no!
Coffee shop.
Oh no!
Generic.
Oh no! We're gonna get a cease and desist order.
Hey, that's where the guy ended up in his life, and he decided to take it out on me.
Yeah, you know what? He probably looked at you and like, you deserve it. You're hanging out with this schmuck.
Well, I can't argue that point.
What else we got today?
He sees this douchebag come in, and I'm with
This is
him.
my favorite part of the show, though. Is when it's like when we don't talk about anything except like what's going on currently with us. Like this is the best part of
But
it.
there was a good point.
segment.
Johnny V came up with this is supposed to be against him. We need to.
No, I don't know.
Grandmaster John A over there. It's
John,
gotta be against him.
you guys.
I'm keeping quiet.
That's the problem.
I know
is
he's diverting it
he's-
just by
he's
being
smart.
quiet.
Can I read an excerpt from one of these books?
If you want.
I wonder if this will have anything to do with the
No.
show.
Oh, it's all like Nazi propaganda.
Nazi books.
Oh my god. This is awesome.
Is there any other wrestling?
I don't know.
Yeah, but no, I'm gonna look for something.
ESPN, of course,
First
has
thing you come to.
Yeah.
ESPN.
ESPN has to
Absolutely
put their
not. I can't
power rankings up. And I obviously have said ESPN should not do wrestling.
I've said they should just stop doing everything.
And of course, Brock Lesnar comes back. He's number one.
Yep.
Well, he did beat
Any
up
reason why?
the best tag team in the world.
I'm sorry because now you mentioned Brock Lesnar. I'm sorry to divert. Can we talk about part-time schedules and how I despise part-time
I
schedules?
will listen to this.
Yeah,
one.
go ahead.
I mean, yeah. It's,
Go ahead.
Like,
This is
actually, it's
better than
funny.
anything John is
Like,
gonna read.
all right,
Because if you think
Any
about
other
the,
ideas John's stealing?
because if you think about the two main events between John Cena, The Rock, CM Punk, Undertaker, three Triple H versus Brock
Yeah.
Lesnar, you essentially have four part-timers in the three
Yeah.
main events.
yeah, like, and this is what I love because when CM Punk speaks, I absolutely listen. I hang on every word because he's the most interesting man in the world.
Okay.
CM Punk was proven
Your
correct.
world's obviously not that large.
Oh
if he's
God.
the most interesting in it.
There's a smack coming.
I'm
giving you 5 more free shots.
I just want to say, do not physically assault me, because I'm all verbal.
Anyway,
You can say whatever you want
CM
to me,
Punk-
but I will cry, and I don't want it to be while we're recording.
CM Punk was proven correct in all his promos against The Rock.
Uh-huh.
Everything he said basically came true. CM Punk was injured and didn't miss a single Raw, which is amazing.
Yeah, I think
He
just
is
when he
actually
was
injured.
injured, but he still appeared. I think.
Yeah, he appeared
Right.
on every show.
Right.
He limped out to the ring with his crutches. Paul Heyman, not a needed mouthpiece, but always awesome that he's there.
Yeah.
And The Rock, who's an able-bodied person who has nothing going on right now, except being the
Well,
WWE champion.
no, well,
No, listen,
He
you
is
can take-
filming.
you
He
can-
is filming. But
He
no,
can
no,
take-
I'm
he
not,
can take
I'm
a
not
day
defending
off.
that. I'm not defending
You
that
can take the
because
Monday off.
because the WWE knows, Vincent Kennedy McMahon in particular knows how busy he is, because he is filming movies.
Yeah.
And you are taking that risk by putting the title on someone who won't be there every.
Well, we
every
know it's for the cross, media blitz that they were getting the.
Oh, of course, yeah,
But like, I remember a time when Austin walked out because Austin didn't want to lose to Brock Lesnar,
right.
and then The Rock had the audacity when Austin was completely in the right for what he was saying.
Oh,
he was
did?
saying you're going to give the match on a Raw for free with no build up.
Uh-huh.
You want me to lose to him? Put it on a pay per view, build it up.
Right.
Let's do it right.
Mhm.
So he leaves because of their dispute, and then The Rock cuts that stupid "take your ball and go home" promo,
Okay.
which I'll never forgive him for, because wrestling is real.
It is.
And now
It is.
and now The Rock, what is it? 10 years later,
Uh-huh.
is doing the exact same thing.
Mhm.
And what is he? Out of 4 shows before WrestleMania, he's on what, 2 of them?
2 of them. He's not even going to be on this one.
I think he's going to be in the last two. leading
Last
up
two.
to-
He's gonna be on the Raw and the SmackDown bleeding up. He's not even on the Raw where he's the champion.
No.
I hate The Rock so much.
I do.
hate The
I
Rock
do
so
think
much.
that's also the reason. If you notice, John Cena wasn't on Raw.
Yeah.
Because there was no.
There was no Rock.
So
they
will he
didn't
be
wanna
on
go
Raw again?
there. Will he be on Raw this time? I believe he will.
What are you going to
He'll at
cut?
least
Cut it?
he'll at least call out The Rock for not being there.
Yeah, hopefully.
You know,
And then
I
The
don't
Rock
know,
will be
he
there
did-
for the
he
next
kinda,
two.
He kind of had that promo last year.
He did, but I think he should bring it up again
I think
since
they're
he's the
not gonna bring
champion.
up that stuff.
Oh.
well, did you hear their idea?
What
They
is their
wanted
idea?
Cena to go to the studio of where The Rock's shooting and have a promo there.
Makes
That'd
no
be.
sense.
They
No,
could
Makes no
they
sense.
could do that this time. This is the only way they can do that, seeing as how The Rock is going to be there the next 2 Mondays.
Yes, not this Monday.
Right.
Again. Now I understand why you're fed up with The Rock.
No, well, I've always hated The Rock. Well, like
Yeah, you're the one who like flip flopped on him.
I did. I give him where there's, it's his schedule.
but these
And
these
he
part-time
doesn't-
schedules are retarded.
He doesn't have to do it.
Could you imagine like what you wouldn't know about? Like, could you imagine Lundqvist only like, I'm gonna be on
Rangers
only
goalie.
2 games?
Yeah. Goalie.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna be on this game, but not this game. Like, you can't do
No, you
you
can't.
can't do a part-time schedule in anything else. And you're trying to like be a legitimate
So
sport entertainment, but you don't have any legitimacy to it anymore.
So what about Brock Lesnar?
Well, wasn't Brock Lesnar injured at one point? Didn't he get injured with his knee or some shit?
I don't know, but I will say that it's a big difference because he's not the WWE champion.
Yeah, that's the other thing too.
Well,
you don't put
and,
you don't
and
put your
that's
belt on
and
a
that's
part-time
adding
guy.
to his character. The whole deal with Brock Lesnar was he shows up when he wants to, and he does what he wants.
He does what.
I don't want to say it like that, but I mean, there's no other way to say it.
But do you see him as a champion? Because he signed a 2-year deal.
He would have to have.
But it's all
But it's all
limited.
part-
It's
yeah,
all
it's all
limited.
Yeah,
part-time.
it's all limited.
It's all
If in order for that to happen, he would have to have a bunch of Raws where he does show up.
He's
not gonna
I'm
do
on
that.
your side. I don't
Yeah.
like part time. At least, don't give him the title.
No,
If you
I
want
mean,
to come back and have matches, whatever. But
or if you do it, you work it out where it's like, okay, you have, let's say, 30 shows that you have to do, and you're champion, let's say, for 2 months.
Yeah.
So what is that? That's 3 pay-per-views at best, 8 Raws, is 11 shows, and then you can use the other shows sporadically throughout. That's the way you do something like that. You don't, in the middle of your title run,
Right.
take 2 months off. Like,
So it'd probably be the 3 big pay-per-views leading up to Mania, which would be Chamber, Royal Rumble Chamber,
however,
Mania.
well, however you work it out. That's the way. To me, that's the way, as a fan, as a discerning fan who's going to spend my money on it. I'm not going to watch an empty, an absentee champion.
yeah,
That's the most
Well-
ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
Obviously, we're speaking about Lesnar. After Triple H, what do you do with him? What's next?
doesn't even matter
Well, I mean,
because he was gone already. No one noticed.
Well, I mean, of course, he's going to be gone again, but he's going to come back at SummerSlam or leading up to SummerSlam.
yeah.
What do you do with him?
Well, I mean, what else could you do with him? The way I would have done it is Punk still should have been champion, and then you have the two Lesnar, you have the 2 Heyman
Heyman
guys
guys.
go at it.
Okay.
Which wouldn't be a bad idea.
That's the only other way. I mean, to do it again, the sporadic part
I
time.
thought. Well, I said on the show. I thought they would do a feud against each
Yeah.
other.
I wouldn't.
That's what I thought it was
saying
leading
that.
up to.
Yeah.
In all honesty, but then they took the legs out right from under Punk.
And it's
That'd
funny
be
because
interesting.
they keep acting like whenever
Heyman's
Brock
not part of
Lesnar's
Punk.
around. What?
When
They always do this
Lesnar's
thing
there,
whenever Lesnar's there and he's with Brock Lesnar, no mention of CM Punk.
Punk.
And then vice versa.
Right.
Well, what's
Well,
interesting
why
is they
not?
also never mention that Rock's not there.
Yeah.
Their champion's not there. They don't
It's
mention that.
like the rule back in the 80s and 90s where you couldn't talk about Hogan's receding hairline. Like, you can't bring up the glaring defects in your champion.
Right.
But that's the other thing too, is that I really want Heyman to have his own, like, we had the Heenan family.
Yeah.
That's what I would have
I
loved.
thought that they were going to do that also,
That
which
makes
would
sense.
lead into a feud.
Because again, you have even. Oh, Nikki, look!
Marinara. Nikki Marinara.
Shioli.
No, Nikki
Don't
Marinara.
mention him by name, please. Nightmare Before Christmas is on.
Wow.
I gave you a shout out before.
Did you?
I'm really glad.
Nikki Marinara.
Wait a minute. You didn't give him a shout out before.
Yeah, I did. I said my cousin.
It's not still on, is it?
It is.
Well, yeah, it is. Oh, we're still.
still
Oh,
on.
we're still recording. He wants a photo up with the Real American.
Oh,
Yeah?
I do. I came to the Robin Ant show. That's what it is.
Yeah, it is that. I've been saying that.
John really disses the fans.
Yeah, which again, the fans
Threw
are
a bottle
myself.
cap at me. Number 1 fan threw a
Me.
bottle cap at me.
Yep.
I'm really glad
Rob
this
did.
is such a
Nope.
special get. Like, my cousin's here. So I'm so psyched.
Yes. Out of the
Just go
blue.
watch Nightmare Before Christmas, you guys.
Well, we also talked about
You
your.
have paper like that you read from, like
No,
notes?
yeah.
Yes,
we also
I do.
talked about your amazing defeat over John Vernagula.
My game-winning goal.
Yeah. Anyway.
Anyway, number 2, Dolph Ziggler.
Okay, makes sense.
What's he saying?
Oh,
Oh, the power ranking.
Because
we
he
went
became
back,
it,
we went back to this?
Yeah.
Let me just take a nap.
Go ahead.
Oh, I hit my head on the heater.
Yes. Yes.
I've never sat in this seat before.
Number 3,
Wasn't
The
expecting
Shield.
that.
As a group, they're
Yeah, as a group,
they
they're
are still
3.
undefeated.
They are.
They are still
They
undefeated.
are.
Are they?
As a group,
They are, yeah. They won
As
all
a
3 of their
group,
matches.
as a group,
Even
not singles competitive.
No.
Not singles, just as a group.
you can't count a disqualification.
I count it.
Well,
I
you
counted
don't-
it because I said there's
Well,
going to be
you
2 ways
don't
of him
count.
losing. I count more than John.
That's not saying much. Continue. Number 4
Or
You're supposed to
CM
be-
Punk.
It's supposed to be
should be
every
higher.
week.
Should be higher.
Punk
I
should
actually
be lower. He shouldn't even be on that
Great.
list.
Well, he just lost to Kane.
He did.
Should he be
lo-
higher?
he
Well,
lost
wait,
to
is this
Kane.
He
is
lost
this
to
ad-
Kane.
this is
This is ESPN.
Well,
is
Mr.
after all.
ESPN is
This is-
listening into the show. He
yes.
wants his wrestling correspondent.
I like this picture of Mark Henry. Number 5 is Mark Henry.
Oh,
Look at
are
that,
these
look at
the,
that
are these the
picture.
outdated pictures again?
Oh,
He's a smiling Mark Henry.
Oh, yeah, there's Undertaker with hair. There's Kane's old mask.
No, he's
no,
balding.
that's his new mask.
No, that's a different mask. They did replace the mask when...
He's got a different mask than that one already.
Yeah,
I hate him.
he's had it for a while.
Call me crazy, but I can't wait to see Mark Henry's environment.
Shh.
That's one of
He's so happy in that picture.
Whoever wrote this should go away.
See?
Who wrote this?
Yeah, he's
ESPN
right, that is a
should
different match.
stay away from wrestling.
But no,
This
he
is
looks
like
really
this is
bad.
like when A.O. Scott wrote about how the Avengers was a bad movie
Oh, yeah.
of New York Times.
Yeah, yeah.
I hate that man. Cody Rhodes should have been higher. It's Team Rhodes Scholars, but they only show a picture of Cody Rhodes.
And his mustache.
And only Seth Rollins matters. 'cause
Yes.
He's the one who
Honestly,
went up against
only
Big Show.
Dean Ambrose.
I agree.
Because he's the best promo. Wait, when I read this. That was a good promo when they when the Rhodes Scholars
Oh.
Yes.
did the interpretation.
That was on there, right? We put
It
that
is,
on there,
yeah. It started off one of our shows.
That's so good. The wrestling memes guy was so psyched.
He was. Because they were
That's
doing
his
that.
thing.
Yeah.
Oh, should I not have said that?
No, you can.
I can't say wrestling
you
memes?
You can do whatever
Okay.
you want. I'm giving you
damn
full
right.
control.
Oh, woo!
Full control.
Thank God, John gave me full control over the
Full
Ant-Man and
control.
Rob show.
Full control.
Oh, thanks.
When you're on, you can do whatever you
I'm
want.
gonna,
Hey.
I'm gonna hack the show.
Yeah, just like
'Cause I'm
Aces and
Aces
Eights.
and
I'm the
Aces
co-executive
and
vice president. Of
Oh,
Aces
speaking
and Eights.
Sorry. Still from
You're
hockey, by the
coughing,
way.
no, you're coughing all that stuff up from Monday night, right?
Yeah. Anyway.
Frog's breath. Nothing's more suspicious.
Speaking of Aces and Eights, Bully Ray said this group is better than the NWO.
No group's better
You
than the
didn't say
NWO.
that.
You guys are saying that too. I heard that. No group is better than the NWO.
Better? Well,
You guys
they
brought this up
haven't-
already, no?
They haven't. I don't think we said they're better than the NWO.
No.
but-
About this quote that I remember
No,
hearing this.
Bully Ray
they
said it.
compared
Bully Ray
themselves
said
to the NWO, and I said,
Well,
well,
it's impossible.
All I have to do now is destroy TNA, just like NWO destroyed WCW.
So is there going to
Okay.
be like 60 members in Aces and Eights now?
They don't even have 60 guys on the roster.
First of all, TNA's destroying TNA. They don't have to worry about Aces and Eights doing
They
it.
brought in Hogan and Bischoff, and then they're slowly going to destroy the place.
I don't understand how people don't like. Why is Dixie Carter not smart in realizing that that's the exact combination that destroyed WCW?
I don't know.
Because she fell right into the exact same
'Cause
like.
you can understand, like, oh, he's a big name, he'll draw. But to put him in any sort of power position,
Yeah, no,
terrible.
you shouldn't do that. By the way, Disco Inferno, aka
Yes,
Glenn
thank
Gilberti,
you.
was the NWA heavyweight champion at one point when it was Sports
Awesome.
Entertainment Extreme.
There you go,
Awesome.
guys. Disco Inferno is the
What was
most
his finisher?
legitimate NWA champion in the history of the
Who
business.
cares? It was
Disco
definitely
Inferno was so good, he didn't need a finisher.
no. It was the stunner. It was the stunner. He
It-
always because the stunner is the greatest move ever created.
Disco Inferno created it.
No. Unfortunately, John Laurinaitis created it.
even
Oh, well, I'll take that.
No, I hate John
I'll
Laurinaitis.
take that. In
His
fact,
raspy
the
voice.
Stone Cold Stunner is now more legitimate than anything else because John Laurinaitis
Don't you
created
hate the
it.
Stunner?
no, I don't hate the stunner.
John Laurinaitis created
You
the
hated
stunner, and he created the Fame-Asser slash
Uh-huh.
rocker dropper.
Which Dolph Ziggler uses.
Laurinaitis,
Yes.
right?
What?
Laurinaitis, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Johnny Ace.
People power.
The worst.
People power.
The
The
worst.
worst
thing.
at what?
The worst at living. I miss. You know who
Wait,
should come back?
so you didn't like that whole people power?
I hated
thing?
everything
was-
that John
it was
Laurinaitis did.
beautiful.
The
That
only
was
thing
great,
good that
yeah.
John Laurinaitis did was he brought back the Brother Love outfit, that all white suit with the red tie. That was great.
I did like people power.
You don't count.
That's it. That was a great
They need to
logo.
bring back Mike Adamley as general
Oh,
manager.
I agree.
That's who I was hoping was the. I was hoping was the computer manager. Well, I was hoping it was Mike Adamley.
No,
you got one for
I
him.
don't want to reference that.
Why?
We got who's
Because just something I don't want to ever talk about again.
Wait,
computer?
Why not? Let's hear about it.
Haven't we talked about this show?
Yeah, but he doesn't know.
He doesn't
Alright,
know.
I had these people over for Raw once.
Oh
It ended
god.
up being the worst Raw in history. It was that
Thanks,
one.
Ant-Man.
Okay.
It was that's basically what it was. And now
It
forever,
hurts.
in
It leaves
my
the
friend's
scar.
eyes, I will be forever associated with that edition of Raw.
Where,
And it was like universally.
It was universally panned. It was written down as one of the worst editions of the show in its 1,000-episode history. And you guys saw it at my house.
We're sorry, Ant-Man.
You should be saying sorry to us.
I did.
You should be apologizing to everybody.
For what?
Sucking up all our air.
Wow.
Yeah.
What happened? When did I become John?
And we're making fun of CM Punk, man.
Yeah. Pretty much. Continuing.
It's not my fault. The guy can't cut a promo
Shut up.
or wrestle his
Shut
way out of
up.
a paper
Shut
bag.
up.
Someone should have trained this guy.
I can't
You know what he
wait.
needs to do? He really needs to grow another 3 inches.
Do you have a phone? 'Cause-
Maybe
no.
get some muscle.
Oh.
3 inches
God.
and gain 50 pounds of muscle.
Shut up.
Then I will think he's
He's not
legit.
getting 50 pounds of muscles when he picks up Undertaker and
So,
hits him with
wait
the
a
go to
minute.
sleep.
We heard your top 5. What's your top 5?
I don't know. I can't. You always put me on the spot.
I got. Let me guess.
Let's hear it.
Mick Foley, because ECW will never die.
Lisp jokes, awesome. Awesome. I can't even take you seriously.
Oh, man.
That's it's like, oh, you have a lisp. Oh, you're fat.
Oh, I want to go there. That's
Oh, the
love.
lisp. All right.
The lisp is fine.
Okay.
He's fat.
You're fat. And
Oh,
the lisp.
wait. Don't
I know.
douchebag Doughboy's
boy,
calling you
I know,
fat.
I know.
No, we're referencing to something else.
No.
Scott
Oh.
Steiner.
Scott Steiner.
Oh yeah.
Fat.
He's fat.
Fat.
From what does it say? Dunkin' Donuts.
Really, from
You-
Dunkin'?
Obesity.
No, from generic coffee
No,
and
this
donut
one-
shop.
We're
this is
recording
direct
here.
quote
Oh,
from
oh,
Scott
am I
Steiner.
paraphrasing? All right, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
From state
Direct
of
quote.
obesity.
That's from
So,
the great state of obesity.
So,
I wouldn't say Mick Foley.
you would?
I wouldn't say Mick
Okay,
Foley.
well then.
I don't know. I can't. Give me 10 minutes. You
All
guys
right, man.
talk amongst
What would
yourself.
you say right
I
now?
can't just come up with a lisp. I said lisp.
You said list
I did.
instead of list.
I just can't come up with a lisp either.
But
I
what
mean, if
come up
we're
with?
Yeah.
hey, it's not fair. You had the easy top 5 worst wrestlers. That's not fair.
I didn't say Hulk Hogan at all. Though he did do a Hulk Guri.
I will say Hulk Hogan actually. I will put him in.
Stop talking.
No,
Stop talking.
not
Wow.
necessarily
Stop
because of his
talking.
in-ring work, but what he did for the business.
That's true. All right.
What he did for the business, he
Up
just
until WCW.
up until they said no, NWO.
But then you need to
NWO.
put Vince McMahon.
Yeah,
in
but
there.
so
He's got to
like-
get credit for that.
Vince McMahon was the guy who did everything.
No, I agree, but I mean, it didn't work with superstar Billy
You
Graham.
went for the eraser?
No,
So I would put Hulk up there,
It's over here.
but ahead of them, I would put in no particular order, Undertaker,
Scotty Funati, right?
Kurt
Scott Hall.
Angle. That's what 3. Undertaker, Kurt Angle,
Scott Hall.
maybe Shawn Michaels.
Scott Hall.
I guess I would have to put him up there too.
Current
There's somebody I'm
Scott Hall.
forgetting. I can't take away from Stone Cold Steve Austin either. Just the fact that
Oh, God,
because
you
if I mention
Oh
Hulk
my
Hogan for what he
God.
did, I have to mention Stone Cold Steve
Don't
Austin.
tell me you don't like Stone Cold John.
No, I love Stone Cold.
Again,
You're
look,
saying
I'm not,
that,
and I'm
don't
not
say
even
John
and I'm not even a big Stone Cold fan. This isn't my top
How
favorite.
could you not be a Stone Cold fan? Oh yeah. See, I like that. You're very unbiased. Like
Right.
you're the straight man around
Because look,
here. I like that.
I wasn't never really impressed with his matches. Like, I mean,
Who,
they were
Stone Cold?
good.
He's
Yeah.
had some good matches.
No, I'm not saying he
Great
hasn't
matches.
had bad matches. I'm not saying he has.
Jerry
never,
was grilling you, by the way.
I'm not saying that he had no good matches.
He's saying that he wasn't impressed. All right.
I'm saying like he wasn't Kurt
You
He
Angle.
was the
Such
most
a-
technically sound.
You should go you're like a mono
Wrestler.
UN guy. Like you're so democratic.
I'm amazing,
You're
but I never vote Democrat.
because you're Republican. That's right. I was about to say that you're almost
But
a Republican.
but I
He's
mean
white.
that's what
Wow.
What?
Listen to the stuff he says though. He's so against Hispanics.
I'm not against it.
So
Okay,
against-
let's
I'm
stop.
against
Let's pump the brakes on
I'm
this
He
one.
against
is- that's why
illegal
he's Team
immigrants
Swagger.
because it's illegal.
Yeah.
No, I'm with you on that. You're just
That's
you're
all.
just
That doesn't mean
self-hater.
This is
against
the best
Hispanics.
episode ever because we're bringing it
It
into
is.
You're just a
foreign
self-hater, that's
policy.
all.
No, this
I love this 50th
this counts
episode.
because clearly we're referencing Zeb Coulter and Jack Swagger.
Don't tread on me.
That's all. No, but I mean, no, seriously, I would have to put Stone Cold Steve Austin up there no matter
Have
what
to.
because he was a big part of. Or maybe I should just replace Stone Cold with Vince McMahon,
You should replace them all with Vince McMahon because
right?
that's the ringleader.
Except for Kurt Angle, because Vince McMahon didn't win that the gold medal with the broken freaking.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's true. You know
So-
you know what I wanted? Intensity, integrity, and intelligence.
Exactly.
None of
There you
which does John have.
Oh no.
Of course.
go. Yeah, should I throw that in?
You gotta bring it back. Cause I told John, hey, I'm gonna tell you guys. I told him to get the butter out.
So
He was getting reamed today, and so far it hasn't happened.
I know.
So,
I really like.
I thought it was gonna be me
shattered
and
my
you,
illusion because, like, just like nod your head. Do I not yell into my phone when we listen to the show?
Oh, all the time.
Every time that John says something, it's like you're so. I'm like screaming like you're wrong. What
don't-
what'd you guys talk about? Oh, mid Carter's not mattering. Like the title.
Was
right,
that it?
right.
That might have been it.
Yeah, you guys were like, oh, why even be the mid card champion?
No,
Why not?
I said like in the olden days, Intercontinental Champion used to be the way they used to look at it was, Intercontinental Champion was the best wrestler,
Yeah,
and
next
the WWE title was the
champion.
main draw.
right.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
But to say that now, like the mid card titles are meaningless is completely untrue.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'll use a sports analogy for you. I'd rather make it and win the American League Championship and then lose in the World Series than go my whole season and not show shit for it.
Okay.
You count on
I
shits?
haven't. I haven't.
No.
But I have no idea what you're
Lost
talking
count.
about.
I know you don't. That's why I'm going to do it. I'm going to continue to talk about sports because I want you.
If you're gonna talk about sports, I can just take a nap. It's not that big a
Please.
thing.
I think Nikki watches sports, right, Nikki?
Nick Minera!
But yeah.
Yeah, Nikki watches sports. We're gonna play some with
Hey.
Rob.
He's watching.
I don't know.
We're watching Nightmare Before Christmas right now, live in studio.
Rob,
Live.
No, I'm
Get
involved
it.
over here.
I get it.
Anyway, so
So the reason that was said that the mid card titles don't matter is
Well, they
because of
kinda
the way
don't right now.
because of the way they're
They
the
don't
way they're
really
being treated.
showcase at all.
But
They
Not-
dropped
not
the storyline
because-
involving the title.
Bo Dallas.
They don't really reference Antonio Cesaro
Or
having
Wade
the match.
Barrett.
He never defends it anymore.
But something. But the thing can always be said about it. You, as the writer of the book or whatever you want to call the person, you can give somebody a shit storyline.
Mhm.
You can give them a shit match,
Mhm.
and then it's up to shit, and then it's up to them to take that and turn it around. Like Edge always
But,
said.
like, they don't really have storylines at this current
But I
time.
got news for you. I hate to say it, Zack Ryder was a self-made person.
Mhm.
Edge turned around and said, "Every WrestleMania, I'm gonna steal the show until I get the spot that I need."
Okay.
That it's up to the person to do that. You
Right.
can't. You're not gonna give somebody who's not trying a good spot. You know what I mean?
But Antonio Cesaro performs 100%.
The thing about
So
I like about
he-
Cesaro is that he actually wrestles on every show.
Yeah.
Raw,
Yeah.
SmackDown, main
But-
event,
yeah,
Superstars.
but
So
then you
he
can't
does-
say that's not
Even main
important then
event.
because that's featured more often.
No, he's featured, not the title.
Interesting.
He's featured, not the title.
He's bringing the title out. See, like, I'll
There are
I'll
no
say this.
storylines involving him
So-
or a number one contender.
I'll say
right
this
now.
one. Like Ric Flair was the Intercontinental Champion. That was a waste.
Yeah.
He didn't even bring the belt out half the time.
Well, that's because
Woo!
Ric Flair's a waste.
He really is.
Charging $499
Thank
for
you.
an autograph and 16. It's ridiculous.
I used to be the biggest Ric Flair mark ever.
He means nothing
I
unless
lo-
he's bleeding. That's all.
No,
Hey,
he
he's
means
got the machine.
something.
He's
he
got the
means
machine
something.
in his head. John knows the
ridiculous.
story.
I know.
He's got a blood machine.
Yeah,
in his
but
head.
it's not.
What-
He doesn't blade or anything. It's just a machine. He like it was a
Oh no, it was the botch.
Yes.
He was already blading. He was already
bleeding and he
bladed.
bladed again.
Like it's like automatic. It's like, oh, sorry.
So, what mid card storyline is good right now? Nothing.
Well, you see, like the Shield's a mid-card storyline. It has main eventers in it, but it's still a mid-card storyline because to me, it's not. If it's not the world title or the WWE title, it's not your main event storyline. Anything else other than those two is your mid-card storyline.
So, what's
But
the
my-
inter-
but
so
my-
what's the
my-
Intercontinental title mean then? That
Well,
Wade Barrett has
See,
it.
my story isn't mid Carters. I like mid Carters. They put on the best matches
do.
to
Yeah.
me. I'm just talking about the titles that some mid Carters hold. Kind of mean nothing.
Like
And
Wade
right
Barrett.
now, at the second, they don't mean anything. There's no storylines going on. There's no number one contenders for
No.
either title.
Is it
Well, The
really?
Miz.
There's really
Miz
no.
and-
They dropped it.
They dropped it already?
They dropped it.
No, isn't it still a triple threat?
But it's not a story.
Yeah, that's true. It was on a highlight reel with Noah Jeritron.
Yeah.
That was ridiculous.
All right.
We would have got rid of that.
All right.
Well, Jericho did it. He made
Yeah.
it disappear just like that.
Yeah.
The magic trick. That's right. All right. I'll
Like
give
when he came back
I'll
up
give
on
you guys
the
that
position.
one.
No, but what I think he means, not necessarily storyline wise. I think he just means the belts themselves are supposed to represent something.
Yeah.
It's just that the creative has nothing for those
Yeah.
belts. That's what it is. It's not necessarily like if one of us was
Like-
wrestler, we're not going to turn down the
Yeah.
chance to be in the Continental Champion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't
exactly.
Cesaro's title reign supposed to be no U.S.
Beats him for
person
the
can
title.
beat him for the title?
Correct.
They dropped that because
They
Randy
did.
Orton beat him.
See?
No, they're for the. They changed it to no one's gonna beat him. No American's gonna beat him for the title.
Yeah, that's still
They do,
dropped.
yeah, they
That's
dropped that no American was gonna beat him. All right, well he lost, but now it's no American's gonna beat him for the title.
Yeah.
That's when
Dropped.
JG was supposed to come in, take it from him.
Well,
Didn't happen.
All right. Well, anyway.
Come on, JG. Come on.
Really?
Number one.
And unfortunately,
Number one, JG.
And unfortunately, it looks
No
like
joke.
out of all the Americans that's going to beat him for the title, it's going to be The Miz.
I thought.
It
I,
is.
I
before Swagger
Just
came
because
back.
he's a Marine.
Before Swagger came back, that's who I thought was going to beat him for it.
No, I
That's
think
what I
That
thought.
Swagger was
I
going to
think-
come back as a face and beat him for the title.
I think they're completely cold on the Miz now. You don't got to worry about that.
No, they better
They
be.
turned him face, and that was it.
Because they saw that he can't act good either. So.
That's the death sentence. A heel getting turned like face like that.
I still don't get how they're gonna put Cesaro up against R-Truth.
I mean, you just wrote it on the internet. It doesn't mean it's going to happen.
I hope it does.
It's on the internet. It's got to be true.
No,
Absolutely.
there's been plenty of stuff he's
Yeah,
said that he's
it's
wrote on
not
the
true.
internet.
Oh,
Or incorrect.
wait. This is gonna go back to like episode 2.
I'm not going to remember.
Oh boy.
No, John Finaglia said, I have a prediction, and I'm not going to say it. Did we ever find out what the prediction was?
I don't even remember it.
Oh, my. You see?
It
Alright.
has no predictions.
Can
You know what it was? He predicted something and was waiting for one of us to come up with a good idea.
Alright.
And
Well,
then
then,
we're like, no, let's not
can-
say anything to him.
can I segue from John's failed predictions
Go for
to
it.
WrestleMania predictions?
No,
Okay.
yeah. Well, why are we gonna do that yet?
It's
We're
no
still
holds barred.
Wait, have you been,
Cursing's allowed.
have you been coming up with your top 5
Yeah,
list?
oh yeah.
Yeah,
I said
you
JG
jerk.
was one.
You said JG.
I was going to say Hurricane.
Now, obviously,
This is
There's no
garbage.
particular-
I
there's
can't-
no particular order.
Titus O'Neil.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Kramer.
Absolutely not.
Kramer.
What?
Kramer.
Oh, Kramer was good, but he's not WWE.
I know.
I got 2. It took me more than 10 minutes to come up with 2.
Absolutely. Just
Okay.
stop.
No particular order.
But, okay.
And I'm thinking again.
If you just put Titus
This is-
O'Neil,
yeah.
I'm
you'd have
not
3.
going to put Titus O'Neil on there.
Oh,
Ezekiel Jackson
Absolutely
4.
not.
or Biggie Butt Cheeks.
Ooh, he's good though.
Oh,
He is good
It's
though.
tough.
No, in all seriousness, he's the best out of the 3.
who?
Biggie Langston.
Biggie
This
Butt
this list is terrible.
Stop. Just stop.
No, so you're going to tell me he's not better than Ezekiel Jackson?
Honestly, I'm
Or
starting to
he's
value
not-
John's opinion more. This
Or-
really shed
no,
light.
I'm super serial
This
right
is
You
now.
don't like
this
Biggie
is-
Langston?
No, this is like when
You've been
Dorothy saw
kind of-
behind the curtain and realized that the Wizard of Oz was just an old creepy man.
Oh, yeah.
That's what's going on here. My illusions are shattered.
I guess since I have to end this, the Punk stuff was a joke.
I know.
But you really think Titus O'Neil or Ezekiel Jackson, either one, is better than Biggie Langston?
I don't think about any of them. They don't.
What's there to think about though?
They're not even registering.
Yeah, you don't need to think at all, because Titus O'Neil is just automatically the best thing out there.
He's joking.
Why do you assume I'm joking?
No,
You're joking.
I know Anthony pretty good, pretty well. That's not a joke. Unfortunately, I wish it were.
Thank you.
Anyway,
Thank you.
Rob disapproved face.
Oh, I got a smile on my face. I can't believe this. Titus O'Neil, no.
Yep.
No.
Absolutely.
this is
Absolutely
the most
not.
ridiculous
And
thing.
people
I've
think
ever seen.
Daniel Bryan's talent is being wasted. No, Titus O'Neil's talent is being wasted.
Oh Jesus!
I mean, hey,
He needs to
Did you just compare Titus O'Neil to
Well,
Daniel
there is no
Bryan?
comparison. There is no comparison. Titus O'Neil is miles ahead.
You're fired.
Oh, excuse me.
You were fired yesterday.
Don't piss John off. He might go off the air again.
Yeah, man.
Talk more.
That's right, he'll fire everybody in the same show and
Yep.
no one will listen to him.
Yes.
That's fine. We can start our own show.
I've been telling that we should.
Wow.
Me and him.
Well, I mean, like John should just factor off because this isn't even his show. This is the Robin Ant-Man
Kinda
show.
is. I am the one who created this.
You had an idea. It doesn't mean that you created anything.
Yeah,
I kinda
Plenty other
did.
people say, "Hey, we should do a podcast."
I had an idea. Doesn't mean I created something.
Yeah.
It's like, oh. So yeah, we could do the Raj show, the Rob and Jerry show.
And that's gonna suck. Anyway.
No,
That's
oh
so
yeah,
good.
oh yeah.
So good.
All right,
I'm
so-
more-
so wait,
rave
what-
reviews. I've heard on the internet. Raj show.
You mean the
Blockbuster.
John and Ann show?
The
Really
Raj
good.
Show.
The
The
Raj.
Raj show.
Rod?
Yeah,
Raj.
Raj.
show?
The
stupid.
J. Raj.
Oh.
Stupid.
Raj is
I think
well
Ant-Man
reviewed.
agrees it's stupid.
It's a triple R.
Oh no, but some people might confuse that with John.
Anyway, what are we going
Sorry,
into?
Jerry.
Because it's
Yeah, what are we doing?
I think that's
You were
we're
gonna
gonna
say
wrap
something
for
about
today.
WrestleMania.
yeah. Are we doing
Wait,
WrestleMania
wait,
predictions?
yeah, we're
'Cause,
gonna do-
I'd rather wait. I mean, the full card's not even out yet.
But he's not. He might not be here.
It will be interesting to get.
let me
faced
just.
without
All right, we'll
coaching
just do the
it.
main event. Let me lay out my predictions.
We
I
still have
guess.
some time.
Need a pencil?
We still have some time.
Yeah.
All right. What else is there to talk about?
Nothing.
Well, wait, we aren't doing the WrestleMania predictions?
You want to put out your predictions? Go right ahead.
Where are the main events?
Oh, that was printed out too? I don't even know.
So how many confirmed matches do we have so far?
Boom.
Oh, look at this. This one link that printed out how Anne Hathaway became the most hated person in Hollywood.
Wow.
What a, what
Piece
a
of
sin.
paper.
You got a pencil?
Where'd I put it?
Oh, right there. Look, there's a cup of pens.
Jerry,
right
what
here.
wrestling shirt are you wearing to WrestleMania?
Yes.
CM Punk Best in the World, the original comeback shirt.
Anything else? Any other gear like John Cena wristbands?
I do have my original John Cena Word Life padlock and chain necklace
All right.
that I won't be wearing. Rock vs. John Cena.
No, I won't be wearing.
John Cena, 100%.
Yes, alright.
Del Rio versus Swagger, 100%.
Alright.
CM Punk Overtaker with the Go to
Absolutely
Sleep.
Wow.
not.
That's his dark horse.
And
Absolutely not.
I'll even call it the end spot. Or at least he's going to be the spot in the match where Taker goes for the tombstone, couple knees to the head, he drops Punk, Punk picks him up, go to sleep. That's the way that's happening.
Wow.
No, he's still gonna lose.
No. If Punk wins, he's gonna make the Undertaker tap.
Oh, to the Anaconda Vice?
Yes.
Again?
Imagine.
He's going to counter the Hell's Gate with the Anaconda Vice.
That'd
Or
be
he
awesome.
could counter
That'd be
it
cool
the
to
way
see.
Kurt Angle countered it.
Nobody
Oh,
can counter like Kurt
pin?
Angle.
With the pin,
That's
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was good.
Um,
Because it's such a stupid
But he's right.
move.
Only Kurt
It's
Angle
such
can
a-
do it.
It's such a dumb move in a wrestling match.
I'm going to go.
Because a guy
Well,
with
you're
power
on your
can
back.
pick you up.
Yeah.
And Kurt Angle
Wait,
could
did he
just
do it to the go-go platter, the Hell's Gate, or was it the triangle hold that he did it? That he reversed
I think
it?
they just. It was the Hell's Gate, I believe.
Alright.
Isn't that just another name for the triangle choke?
No, it's different move altogether.
Is it?
Oh, look at you.
I just thought they renamed it.
I'm going to pick the Shield.
Okay.
Only because I like where they're
Alright,
going.
that's fine.
And I am going to agree with you guys that Big Show is somehow going to worm his way into that match.
It's gonna happen, because you got Ryback versus Mark Henry.
And Lesnar. Lesnar over Triple H. Triple H doesn't need another
Unfortunately, I
victory.
think Triple H is gonna win.
Not Triple H doesn't need another victory. It's definitely going to be Lesnar because they're going to build Lesnar up.
I feel like there in terms of John Cena Rock, what's the other one? CM Punk Taker,
Yeah.
and Triple H Brock Lesnar. One of the obvious picks has to lose,
I really
And
hope
I-
that The Rock doesn't win.
and I thought it was. I thought
I got money
really
on
don't
The
think
Rock
it's gonna be
losing,
The Undertaker.
So I hope he loses.
Kind of wanting to see The Rock to win though.
But it seems like every time I
'Cause
have
it's
money on somebody,
predictable.
they lose.
I mean,
if
chances
Cena
are
wins, the whole stadium at the same time is going to call. I called it.
Yeah.
They're just going to hear one giant. I called.
I
it.
think chances are Taker's just going to win and retire after this.
Right, but I feel like if John Cena if John Cena and Undertaker win, Triple H has to lose. I just feel like
Yeah.
I mean, come
I
on.
don't care really whether Triple H wins or not.
So
Yeah.
are we saying this WrestleMania is predictable?
I think
I mean, everyone.
you could get to the
predicted
point
the
where you
card.
could say that any WrestleMania is predictable.
Yeah, no, there were a lot of predictable.
You can say that. You can even say that about any show at this point.
The most shocking match in WrestleMania history. The result: Kane versus Orton versus last year.
Yeah, I
You know
had
why?
Orton.
Because
Yeah,
everyone
I
had
did not-
relatively the same picks.
Yeah.
Okay?
No idea that Kane would win.
And I picked because I was watching the feud between Orton and Kane was the heel, but he was being attacked by Orton more often.
Right.
And I said Kane's gonna win that. And
Unbelievable.
everyone just laughed at me. Ha! You picked Kane?
Yeah.
Kane.
And that's the match
That was
that pulled me ahead of everyone.
Do you
That
know?
was
Do you know who else
interesting.
likes Kane? Joe Garcia.
Okay.
Oh yeah! Oh, I can do it.
what?
Anybody else like
what?
who follows Steve off?
Uh-huh.
The greatest independent wrestler in Cliffside Park, New Jersey. Shut your mouth,
maybe
Rob.
his dad, I guess.
No, his dad is Bob Arian.
Yeah, you didn't know
Does
that.
he not follow his son's career then?
Anyway, he has.
Maybe I misunderstood what you were saying.
He has a housekeeper that runs around with him on the YouTube show.
Okay.
Oh, you're talking
Rotundo.
about
El Rotundo G.
Wow, you are such a smark.
I knew the character's name though.
Yeah,
I just couldn't get it
Smarks, all of you. It's Joe Garcia. If you haven't put two and two together, if you haven't put two and two
Doesn't
together,
he not want anybody to know that?
yeah, that's why I'm doing it.
Yeah.
That's why I'm doing it. I can bust down that fourth wall.
No, wait, they're the same person. I saw that picture on his Facebook where he met him though.
That's Steve's mom in Get Up.
Wait, there's a picture?
Yeah, there's a because like
Genius.
we were going around and we were like on his Facebook, I'd be like, "Hey Joe, you
I
look
heard-
a lot like El
I
Rotundo
heard
Jr."
I heard about this.
And he'd be like, he'd be like, "Stop that."
Don't do that.
Like
I
the fans can't know.
go to different organizations. They don't know. It's
The
me.
fans can't know.
Yeah.
By the way, I've never seen a Spanish person who can't do a Spanish accent. It's ridiculous. His Spanish accent is just like a "Señor." It's not even that good.
Well,
Anyway.
Ant-Man does a
Did
pretty
you want to
good one.
get that off your
Oh,
chest?
Yeah. Oh no, because
Wait. Ant-Man does a pretty good one.
No,
Yes,
I'm
you
not
do.
doing
Do it, Del
I'm
Rio.
not doing the
You
Del
should ask
Rio.
him
Do
Make sure
it.
that's when to
Do
do
the
it.
Del Rio.
Don't ask me to do
You
it.
should
Do
do
Del
it.
Rio.
Damn it. No, but I
Don't
gotta have
ask
some
me.
material.
Damn it.
I gotta get, like, what is he saying? I want to read something that he's saying. If you can get me that.
Where's this?
Just call somebody a dog. That's what
Yeah,
you need.
yeah.
He called John Cena
Just
bum.
keep talking for a minute. I'm gonna try and remember one of his promos. I think I can get one.
Oh, I love you, Ant-Man. You're the best. So today, John Vernagula just was sucking wind on the hockey rink.
Okay.
And
I
it was
was.
really
I
embarrassing.
didn't even know you guys were still playing.
I don't know. I coach. I don't play.
You don't play.
I retired.
I'll tell you who else
You're
doesn't play, John.
Yeah. Let me tell you.
Well, Jerry retired after the first game.
Did you win?
No, I had a goal. What matters after that? I scored.
All right, yeah, I can see that.
I scored.
I mean, I retired from amateur wrestling. I won. I'm undefeated in amateur wrestling.
I
won?
You should retire from talking.
No, I'm dead. This isn't a joke. This isn't like a made up story. I won my first match and then I retired. That's all I needed. Undefeated.
Amateur wrestling in high school?
Undefeated.
Yeah, amateur
middle school.
I was in elementary school, but I retired undefeated.
You got one yet?
You got one there,
I
man.
can't
Undefeated.
take him anymore.
Who wants a piece? Nobody, because I'm retired.
I think Nikki would.
No, I don't want to fight Nikki. Nikki is awesome.
I think Nikki would win.
And you're John Mr. No Cell over here.
Oh wow. Look, doesn't it look like 48 frames per second? Like I guess the film quality doesn't hold
You know, I
up.
was thinking that.
Yeah,
It does look kind of weird from over here.
because that's what Jersey the Hobbit in high frame rate.
I did.
That's what it looks
We saw
like.
it in 3D.
Yeah.
You saw it? Oh
Yeah.
my god, how awesome is it? The high frame rate really is the future of the movies.
Is it? I don't know. I mean, I got used to it, but that first.
Yeah, you would know. You got the inside scoop.
Yes, you do.
I don't really have the insights.
Robbie
Per
Movies.
se.
I'm taking Joey Finnegan's name away from him, and you're Robbie Movies.
I just
Man,
work
did you
there. I
come-
don't
did
really
you
see
come
the
up-
movies.
Seb, it's not even that
Come
good.
on,
I don't know
get
what
somebody
you're
else.
doing.
Come on.
I don't like. I'm trying to.
Ant-Man.
No, stop it.
Ant-Man.
No.
Ant-Man.
No, no.
It's what was the one where he was like he was talking to he was being told that immigrants were the problem.
All I know is that he calls everybody a dog.
Oh yeah.
No,
That's
but he
all
actually
I
said
remember.
some different ones.
Yeah,
He
he
said
calls
he
the
said
show a
that
pedo.
no, it was different. I think he said that something that Zeb Coulter was saying was a load of caca.
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 Right?
Caca.
Immigrants aren't the problem.
Keep going.
No, it's like,
Just make something up.
the problem is you. You are the problem. Because everything coming out of your mouth is a load of caca. It's not. It doesn't sound anything like him. Maybe on the recording it does.
Oh, you know who I miss? The Dude Busters.
The Dude Busters.
Trent Beretta and
Caitlin Croft.
Caitlin Croft, yeah.
Hmm.
They were on Silent Library. When
I saw it, I've seen it.
WWE did
watched
Silent
that.
I
Library.
don't get that show. I've seen it. I don't
It's a
get it.
Japanese show. Nobody gets it.
All right.
Do you have any NXT, Rob?
No, I don't. It's gonna be for another show. It's a new Jerry Mascoliolio was gonna be here.
Please
So
stop. You just added
So-
like 8 syllables.
yeah. So I didn't come up with any reviews or anything. I didn't know what the show was gonna be about. I only expected that we were gonna ream you hard.
Can we review Nightmare Before
just-
Christmas? It's playing right now in studio.
Do you want to?
It's one of my favorite movies.
Oh,
Go ahead.
So overrated, just like CM Punk.
Oh my God.
It's like no.
Forget it.
if you wanna-
Forget it.
if you
I don't
wanna-
want to talk about it anymore. You
If
ruined
you
it for
wanna,
me.
if you wanna talk about it,
No, because I'm going to read from...
Mein Kampf.
Look at that. Wow. There's a book from the Nazi propaganda selection over here called Wolfpack,
Oh.
and the other one is called The New Order.
Marinera's interested.
No, I don't know if you know over here. It's like every season of Hey Arnold.
No, it's not.
It is. It probably is.
Did somebody work on Phineas and Ferb? Why do you have like that poster?
Oh, my dad got it from Party City.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, they were taking down the sign and.
I was like, yeah, I need... I
Uh,
want to read about the SS real quick.
I think we're gonna wrap the 50th
Oh,
show.
we gotta destroy John before it's over.
John destroys himself.
Jerry-
You know what's ridiculous? He knew it. He's like, oh, these guys
Yeah.
are gonna destroy my butt.
Jerry, I
He had-
thank you for being
And
on
let me
the
just
show.
let
Thank
me
you
just
for
not
having me.
talk the whole time.
He hasn't. This is honestly my favorite episode because he hasn't talked.
He hasn't talked, but then we haven't had the opportunity to destroy him.
Well,
And somehow we turned on each other.
I
and
was
that's not,
pretty much
that's not
asking
right.
the questions to
I
Jerry.
legitimately don't listen when you're not on.
Hey,
Like, it just really hurt me that you didn't agree with anything I was saying today.
It's not my fault. You like guys like CM Punk.
Oh my
and
God.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Jerry's gonna kill Rob. And
Do you have a
on
promise?
that
Wait,
note-
do you have a promise, Stone Cold Steve Austin?
Well, you
Thanks
like
for
it.
listening
Go
to
on.
our 50th
Yeah, thank
episode.
Yesterday was
50th
March 16th.
episode as
Stone
they
Cold
go
Steve Austin
on.
Day.
I'm
Well, I don't recall that, but they were like, oh,
yeah.
the 15th is some football player.
Tim
You-
Tebow.
Tim Tebow Day. So
Tim Tebow
Well,
Day.
how is
So
the
is-
15th Tim Tebow Day?
Because he's number
Because
15.
no,
He's number 15.
But 316 is Stone Cold Steve Austin Day.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. Who cares about Tim Tebow?
I don't.
I
they,
do.
They both wore shirts
Yes, we
Yeah.
did.
with 15s on.
You wore
Well, I
shorts
can't-
to a show that nobody can see the visuals on.
They were very happy with them.
It's like right now, like how we're wearing bikinis here.
Oh,
Right?
We all had to get those waxes
for the
before the
50th
show. Yeah.
anniversary.
I see the way you did
It's
that.
crazy.
Everybody but my cousin.
Except for, Nicky Mariner didn't know about it. He just walked
Alright,
into
so
this
should
mess.
we
He was
go
like,
to-
whoa!
Yeah,
Biggie
well-
butt cheeks. And he had no idea
Oh,
what that was about.
Nick, there's a special version of the rap today.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yes, there is.
No, I didn't do it.
Rob did. Rob
This
did.
guy. This guy.
But
They do-
It's not a rap. It's just like
It-
lines that rhyme. It's not a rap.
Well, it's like a Shakespearean couplet.
Okay, we're gonna wrap. Thank you, Jerry, for
No,
coming
thank
on
you.
the
God, I'm
50th.
eating so much right now.
Thank you
Oh,
for coming on
you
the
ruined
50th
it.
Yes.
episode. I
Thank you for
appreciate
coming.
it.
so much.
No problem.
And
Thank you
Je-
guys.
And will you be on?
Oh,
Melissa?
if I'm allowed back on.
You're
Oh,
definitely.
man.
You're definitely.
We gotta
on
get him
that.
next time.
And just because you've been keeping count. Fuck.
Alright.
Next time, we gotta be able to curse, man. You gotta
we'll-
give me. You gotta let me off my chains.
We'll be back tomorrow.
You gotta let me take off the muzzle. and
Are
just
you?
go
Are you here?
crazy?
Tomorrow? Are you here tomorrow? Yes or no?
No,
So it'd just be me and Ant Man.
Not listening.
Jerry will be on another
I
feature.
understand.
I
I'm not
have
gonna listen either.
Nikki throwing stuff at me, and that's gonna be it. I'm done.
Oh, I hate
This is John.
John's a douchebag. He's going off the air.
Yeah,
We're going off
he's cutting. The real American.
Suck, real American. Later.